We're trying to get back to the days of being a man. There used to be a football player, man. To be a football player, that was considered a masculine job. That was a tough guy's job. That was a job only for tough guys. As society redefines masculinity, you're starting to see it slip. More and more men are painting their nails, their toenails, uh, skinny jeans, tighter clothes. More and more and more, we're starting to see men. It's almost like it's a war against masculinity, man. Like people don't even want you to be a masculine dude anymore. It's always associated with aggression, bad behavior. It's always associated with bad behavior. This guy right here, now he can wear what he wants, right? Looks like he's been digging through Cardi B's closet. Because this is what goes for masculine now. And this guy has a bag. It's a Birkin bag, and I looked on the website. They do make men's bags. I mean, it's a bag. It's the same bag. Well, I don't know. It might not be the same one, but it's a because it costs money. It's still a purse. It's a pocketbook. It's a purse, and they've been trying to normalize that more and more to get men to embrace having a purse. Whether you had the little thing that you wrap around your waist, the merce or man bag and all of that. It's a little piece that goes around your torso, and it's a departure, man, from societal norms. And this is what you get, man. This is Stefan Diggs, and this is a trendsetter. This is what they want you to. This is what they want your kids to emulate. This guy walking around like this, UGG boots, basically wearing feminine apparel. Basically, and the Birkin is killing me, bro. Just to have that, and then try to use the fact that it costs 20,000 or 15,000. That doesn't justify. That's a handbag. That's a bag, man. And we're melding that too. We don't want to be. We want the lines to blur. We really do, man. There was a guy a couple of years ago. I don't know if he's still doing it. He was doing a campaign to take down the men's. He was aiming at. He said everywhere, but he was aiming at Walmart. And he said we need to take down men's and women signs. He said let the people just go in and buy clothes, and if they want to wear something that might be found in a woman's side, they should wear it. If they want to wear something that just doesn't matter. And he said that's separating us. We got to stop dividing ourselves by calling us these gender roles. And I don't know what happened to it. For a moment, was it? I think was it for? It was for. I think it was before YouTube really took off. Really, social media. I think I seen him on Hannity or something like that. I seen him. He was, and he had a little something. He had a little web page, and we seen the hip hop dudes. The hip hop dudes want to wear women's dresses for shirts. Yeah, it's a I don't even want to talk about the hip hop guys because I don't know what. Maybe they're just doing that for attention. But Stefan, man, this is just too much, man. And the days of being masculine. You notice these guys they don't want to embrace that. They don't want to be masculine men. They want to paint their nails. They want to paint. They want to put on eyeliner. I seen a dude on YouTube. That dude got eyeliner on. Right around his eyes is real black. Yeah, it's just weird stuff like that. It's like, no, He's got a page, man, and he's married, so, I mean, I guess his wife paints his face before he goes live. This is how far we've fallen, man, and they're using black men to, like, emasculate men, period. They're using brothers, and brothers are falling for this stuff. Brothers are being draped up and sent to all of these places, where they can be seen, man, and then they're the face of it. See, this is Stefan don't realize he's the face of the agenda to get rid of masculinity. He thinks it's just attention. No, you're the face of that. You're at the Super Bowl, and you got all these cameras, people from all over the world at the Super Bowl, and you're walking around dressed up like that. And you're a grown man. You got a bunch of kids on the way. You want the lines to blur between what's considered masculine and what's not. Because the thing about it is not about getting rid of femininity. It's about getting rid of masculinity. They don't like masculinity, aggression, uh, all the things that's associated with it, the negative things. They don't think they want to breed that out. Well, they want to breed it out of blacks. Because I'm gonna be honest, they ain't really trying to breed it out. They want to bring it out of the blacks. When you got Stephon Diggs and other guys like him that's embracing this stuff, man. And these are straight men. I mean, if you're trans or whatever, wear your stuff, do your thing. But these are straight men. That's what I'm saying. What's wrong? What's wrong with being a straight man? When did that become a bad thing? I'm a straight man. Um, I like football. I like to work out. I like women. I like you know, that's the way I'm not complicated. Very, very simple man. Very simple. I'll eat when I'm hungry. I'll fight when I'm angry. I'll sleep when I'm tired. Wash, rinse, repeat. The days of a simple world, man, when things were so easy. And we come to this place now where things are just the lines have blurred. You have men now, and they're wearing assortments of women's apparel, and these are the type of men who would fight if you said something to them, like, and you inquired about maybe they're on the, they're in the they're in the transitional period, and they're trying to find themselves. They would get upset about that. He's got a purse, man. Why would a man need first of all, what kind of man carries enough that he needs a purse? Hair care, makeup, lipstick, um, a comb, get it, some barrettes. Well, man, what does a man have that he needs a bag? The boots, and I've seen that too. I go ahead and get the crazy boots. I've seen that. The boots now, they got the furry boots, and you see it with women now. You got guys wearing that stuff, man. And black men, they're the poster child for this stuff. And it robs them of their masculinity because what's normally associated with a black man is being a masculine man, but no longer. No longer. We'll give you some furry boots. We'll give you a jacket. We'll give you earrings. We'll paint your nails. Here, have this purse and go play football. And he's a good football player. Well, on the field, how about that? When you can get him to the field, he's a good football player. Off the field, not so much, huh? Can't really rely on him off the field. Like the stream, man. What's up with you, man? Oh, man. He said, keys, wallet, phone. Yeah. The days of just being a simple man, it used to be a thing now. Now, where our society's changed so much, they want to take that from you. They want to take something as simple and they want to say you're toxic if you just want to. If you fight when you're angry, you eat when you're hungry, you sleep when you're tired, they'll take that from you. They don't, you can't do that. You got to get in touch with your feminine side. Hey, why don't you go over to the women's apparel, select an item, mesh that into what you normally wear? Why not? What are you afraid of? Be adventurous. This is a new day now. There's a woman's scarf, put it on your head. Wear it with your suit. Wear it with your, just wear it. Put on a bonnet. Why not? Your hair breathes better. And they're using black men and it's working, man. It's working. You see the skinny jeans, dudes in skinny jeans, and it's like, man, wait a minute. What's going on here? There was a time when actually men preferred their jeans a little baggy, a little oversized. They prefer. I'm not saying, well, it's all the way, you know what I'm saying? But they preferred their pants a little oversized. That used to be a time. We no longer even live in those days, man. Stephon Diggs is what goes for masculine now. Him. That's what goes for being a masculine, a tough guy. Stephon Diggs. And yeah, you can say Cardi did it to him, but the fact that he would let her do that. I mean, that's another thing too, not having a voice in a relationship and doing that. Just, you're a man, that's a woman. Why would you want to wear stuff that she wears? Not having the courage to say, don't, no, no, I'm going to go to my job. I don't want to wear stuff like that. What's up with you, free zone? No, it's just, and we've moved away from embracing our masculinity, man. We don't want to be masculine. We just don't want to do it, man. It used to be a time, man. Give me a hunting knife and a German Shepherd, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. And I'll live off the land. It used to be we wanted to do that. We couldn't wait to go hunting. We couldn't wait to go camping. We couldn't wait to climb stuff, fix stuff, break stuff. Cut a tree down and make something, make a chair, put things together. That used to be something that we like to do as men. We want to use our hands. We want to build, man. We wanted to create. Now these guys can't build anything because they got their nails. They'll break a nail. So that's been thrown out. The hair now, you got man weave, you got men now, and then you're not gonna know it, but these men got weaves almost as long as the women. They're slowly, it's slow. They're slowly creeping toward it. Really, the gender thing, we could just throw out boys, girls, we just throw it out. Men's, women, just throw it out. Just go to the store, man, buy what you like. Is this a woman's outfit? Do you like it? Do you have it in my size? You know, he go in the back, see if they got in your size. When you look at Stefan, that's what he's doing. He's pushing an agenda. He's really it's really a war on masculinity, and they really want to do it to black men. They want to make black men um as feminine as possible. Yeah, Chief, we're gonna stay away from his we're gonna stay away from his sexuality. Okay, we don't want to talk about that. I mean, as far as we know, he's hetero. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. He's got a bunch of kids. I assume he's hetero. So we're gonna go with that though. He said, "How about Cam Newton?" No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, I haven't. Is he a masculine dude? Yeah, I give him that. And let's. I mean, I give him that. He's masculine. He better be careful because he been saying some weird stuff of late. When he said that the women got to serve him up, he said that. He said, "Oh, what use are they? If they're gonna be around me, they got to serve me." I was like, "Whoa, Cam, Cam, should you be saying that?" He said that. It's down there like last two shows. You'll find it. I don't know why he said that, man. I mean, and I think he made a short out of it. Gotta be careful with that, man. We're in the world land of getting sued. If you say stuff like that, all a woman gotta do is lie. All you gotta do is go and lie. And then you're gonna look like a fool when they play that in court. That you saying if a woman gonna be with you, she gotta give up the goods. Okay, then she'll go lie. Say, well, he fired me or I quit because he wanted me to give up the goods. So when he says, no, I didn't, they're gonna have that clip. Clip gonna be sitting right there. You have a hard time getting out of there. So that's him though. I mean, he knows what's best for himself. And this is about a war against masculinity, man. To be a tough guy, they don't want you to be a tough guy anymore. They want to take that from you. They want to rob you of that. They want to remove that from you. You're no longer a tough guy. And they're doing it to black men. I think the Chicago Bear quarterback, he paints his nails. He paints his fingernails black. And slowly these things, right, are becoming the norm. Ugg boots or whatever. I don't know what those are. And yeah, it's a trend, the funny looking shoes and stuff. So if you're under 30, you could wear that stuff. I This is more of men co-opting this though. Because a lot of that stuff really is not made for men. It's not, man. But we got to keep up, man. And then we get more adventurous. Stephon Diggs, and he'll be speaking for black men at the Super Bowl. Has he done it? I think we'll see his interview maybe today, maybe certainly this week, maybe Thursday. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today. He'll be speaking and they'll talk to him, man. And all those other men, Asian men and white men, they'll be asking him about why does he have a problem with masculinity? Why is that a bad thing? Why is a man's natural, normal instinct? When did that become a bad thing? But we've moved to the point where it we don't even want to embrace it no more. We don't even care about masculinity. We've moved away from that, man. We are we're more or less moving toward, more feminine things. And it makes you wonder, man, where are the tough guys? A while years ago, a guy said, we don't have any tough guys in America. He said most tough guys didn't make it out of World War One, and they didn't make it out of World War Two. And then you got a few veterans, right? But for the most part, who's going to go into the military? Who's gonna volunteer to go to a war? He said those were the tough guys. Those were the masculine men. Those were the guys who they were the protectors. They ran to the fight, leaving what? Leaving the simps, the softer men behind, the ones who didn't want to go. And they said, well, you look at now, a tough guy, it's really just a simp. It's a simp who can fight. It's a simp with an attitude, but they're not masculine men. And you see that now. You look at how this football player, look at how he dresses, man. Why would a man want to be seen looking like that? Why? What is he trying to prove? He said, do you think Trump's a tough guy? Nope. What's tough about Donald Trump? What's tough about him? He doesn't do anything that would make you. He's a politician. Is Obama tough? Is Nancy Pelosi tough? You don't even use that word. They're politicians. None of them are tough. Is Putin tough? You guys, you want to. That's the same thing with being masculine. You guys want to throw these words out, even when they don't apply. Man, you know what? You finna get blocked, brother. Take your Trump discussion somewhere else. These people, that's all they want to do is go back and forth. I couldn't change your mind, man. You know what? And I get it though. Now he's got disciples like you. He's got guys like you. You'll go to war for him. And that's the highlight of your life, talking about another man, defending another man, Trump. I was trying out to figure out how you feel about a man, and you're talking about men. I was just wondering if you thought Trump was a man. Well, I mean, I don't think you look at a politician as tough. And when you say go to war, right? You act like he's gonna be in a stealth. That man ain't gonna be nowhere. That man gonna be in the rear, with the gear. That man ain't gonna be nowhere near no fighting. We like to we do that all the time, man. Look, this guy, he ain't that young. Stefan is, I think he's in his 30s. I don't know. To be dressing like that, it's an agenda against manhood. They don't want you to be a man anymore. They no longer want you to be a man anymore. They want you to be what they call metrosexual. You're in touch with your feminine side. Some days you're a heterosexual man, but some days you want to wear a little lipstick. Maybe you have on an outfit, you can put a little lipstick on. It's okay, man. Little eyeliner, it's okay. Give me a purse. Give me a merce. Give me a man's bag. Give me all of these things, and this is what I want. This is heterosexual. That's the key thing, heterosexual men. And Stefan is a cross between, well, he's certainly on the road. What's up with you, man? See on that, and like we're not talking about that. I'm not willing. I know he did get caught in something. I don't know. Some dude got beat up. I had to go and read the story. I'm not ready to go and accuse him or call him, a name, for I'm just saying he's not being very masculine, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's a lack of masculinity. If that, but I mean, this is the world we live in, though. They want you. They like guys who dress up, and it's always a black guy. Whenever they want to do something, they put the face of it as a black guy. Now, a black guy is the face of getting away from being masculine. To paint your nails. We've moved away from that stuff, man. He said Cade Williams is rich. He can paint his nails and toes. Well, he shouldn't do it. How about that, brother? And you must care because you're talking about it. The skinny jeans, the earrings. I know I've always been a big thing on the earrings, man, because I thought that was always questionable. That, why you want to wear earrings? When guys start wearing like women stuff, earrings, it just came across to me as feminine, man. You want to play baseball, man, and you're a masculine man. You don't need a glove. You're gonna miss a couple of balls, but you'll catch a few. You don't need no glove. You don't need no coach. You're gonna go out in the cold. And see, we've made it into a joke. You know, everything's a joke when it comes to being a masculine dude. Everything. And that's the thing about it. The masculine dude is the person who gets picked on. The Stephon Diggs, he gets applauded. Yeah, that's a man's purse. Yeah, that's a merce. It's a line of bags. It's a line of male bags. You want to buy them? I mean, they got them over there. It says man bags. If you want to wear, it's a purse to me, man. It's a purse. Even the thing that's really getting me is the furry boots. I see men putting them on, but I don't know if they even make those for men. I mean, that's got to be Cardi's. And it's not even associated with work. Like, the whole thing about you finna go, you're a construction worker. You drive a bulldozer, you drive a forklift. You're a construction worker. And you have on some furry boots. We went from timbers to fur. We moved, man. Society has moved, and it's always a Negro. It's a Negro's at the forefront of it, man. Whenever they have a movement, they just use a Negro to push it. And it's something, yeah, because it's like they especially don't want black men to be masculine. They don't want you to embrace that. And a lot of times that heals the man. A lot of times you get sick. If you took 3, 4 days, if you went out and lived in a cave for 3 or 4 days, hunted your own food, got back in touch with the land, a lot of times that'll heal you, man. It heals your spirit. It helps you as a man, just being out and about like that. We've gotten soft, man. Now, there are limits to being masculine. Like the thing for me, the cave thing, that's a no for me. Guys say I'm gonna go into this cave where my back is touching the top and my stomach is touching the bottom. It's just a crawl space in pitch black, and I'm gonna slide through this cave for 3 miles and come out on the end. Nah, that's no, nah, man. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that one. No, you can have that one. I don't know why they do. I have no idea why they do that. They just like to do it, man. Sheesh. And actually, back in the day, though, men, a lot of men, because they had to work, those were their jobs. That's what their jobs was getting coal and stuff. They died down there. The soot and cave ins, and they had to slide through little small holes, man. They do their job. So we'll see a gangster rapper. We might. They probably look. There's all everything that can be is already in hip hop. It's already in all forms of music. Whatever you think, it's already there. And once again, this isn't about a man's sexuality. This is about him not embracing his masculinity. Okay, this isn't. We don't care what he does, even though there's some rumor out there. Well, we don't really care about that. He said the black man was never in caves. I said men were in caves. And if they wanted your black ass in the cave, you get in that cave. Like they had agency to disagree, man. They wanted you to get in them caves, you get in that cave. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that he's a part of that community. We got to take him on his word, man. We don't have. Plus, that story, I don't even know how factual or legitimate that story is. I don't know. As men, we've been pushed so far away from being a masculine man. We don't even know what that is. And like I said, if you go back to World War II, World War One, those were the tough guys. Those were the guys who volunteered. They stood up and say, "I'll go to war to defend them, to defend this country." And they ran to the fight. They went through training. They went over and they were in the trenches and they lived in trenches and they lost their lives in trenches. And when you say, "Well, who stayed back?" What group of men stayed back? The ones who got deferments. And then when the guy was saying, well, they went on to mate and recreate a whole new generation of men, but they said, well, those are not tough guys. We lost our tough guys during World War One and World War Two. So now, what a man has to, he doesn't have a real understanding of what a tough guy is. And we know society don't want you to be tough. Society really don't even want you lifting up weights. They really don't want you to do that. He said he's on the DL. Um, okay, but okay, because I thought about this. We can do this without the references sexually. We don't need to. That's a different story. I think he likes to dress like that. I mean, I have no idea why he would want to dress like that, but I think he likes to dress like that. And he's in the Super Bowl now. He knows the cameras are watching him. He knows that. And it would be a black man. Once again, it's a black man. It's always a black man. They use this stuff for always a black man. This is the end of masculinity, brother. I see it when I go out. I see the skinny jeans and the guys in skinny jeans and painted nails. And when we're talking about the cold, right? We used to we couldn't wait to get up in that freezing house. That house was freezing. Get up in that freezing house and go out there in that snow, and we cleared that snow, and we couldn't wait to do it. We couldn't wait to do it. We couldn't wait to go and get some wood and make things and build things. We used to be like that. We're not like that anymore. Maybe it's just all this automation, things now come already made. Sometimes we don't even want to follow the directions, right? It's all you got to do is follow the directions. Don't want to see it. Just half put it together. This is the age of the internet now. You got phones, you got tablets. We live in a new world now, man. And Stefan, it's the end of masculine. They don't want you to be masculine. They're going to put more. They're going to put pearls. I've seen guys wearing pearls now. Yeah, just pearls, pearl necklace, a couple of pearls on their neck, two earrings, weave fake hair glued into their heads, eyeliner. I'm talking. These are dudes who can. These are heterosexual men. You see them in heterosexual spaces. You see them. So I'm saying the whole be a masculine dude, that's been pushed so far. That's been pushed so far away. So women are becoming more masculine. Well, compared to men, yeah, because masculinity is under siege. And like I said, they don't want you to be. If you're a dude, all you want to do is sit around and lift weights and eat steaks, steak and potatoes, and slaw. They don't like that. They'll say you're a caveman. And then when they say that, what's wrong with being a caveman? And it's an insult. Like, what's wrong with being a caveman? So what? You're a caveman. You okay? And see, it's an insult. But you can call people a caveman. You can't call them other stuff. Single moms, yeah. Well, you're right. We certainly got problems with that, man. Relationships. You got a lot of single people out there, man, and those kids, man. You got single people. You got selfish people. You got people. A lot of times, people undermine their kids. See, we're not really talking about that, but I've seen um I've seen women undermine their kids. Their kids graduate college, they won't let them leave the house. That selfishness. They don't want their kid to grow up. They let the kids live there the whole time to college. They graduate. Okay, they got to go to another state and work. They don't let them do it. No, just go get you a job at a restaurant. And I said, well, why'd they go to college? They said, well, they ain't ready. They ain't ready to leave the house. And then you talk to that person, it turns out the mom has put in their head that it's okay. Stay here to 30. I'll take care of you. Yeah, and like you said, there's no man in there. There's no man to give direction. There's just, and this is what we have. This is what we're living in. Men's authority has already been override because they don't want you to be a man. And Stefan is just a physical example of the way it is. But this is the way it is. This is the way it's going to be. This is the way it's going to stay. In a Birkin bag, a purse. And this is the thing, man. He's free to do and live any kind of way he wants. But I do have an issue as far as masculinity. I think, when is somebody going to embrace it? Why is everybody against being a masculine man, a caveman? Why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with being a caveman? What's wrong with being simple? What's wrong with going out for a week, living in the mountains, hunting, fishing, building shelter, starting fires, taking care of yourself, no phone, you and a hunting knife, and the earth, man. And we used to, like, as men, we this was worth more than gold, man. Now we know that ain't gonna fly now because most men are soft now. They're real soft. They can't go without their phones. I walk into a place, I see dudes looking at their phones. There was a time when dudes didn't really rock with their phones like that. Now dudes had their head neck turned down looking at their phones. Coming in the store talking loud. You can hear that whole conversation. There used to be a time, man, when the things that men liked were very simple. They liked weapons. They liked to build. They also liked to break things. They'll go and play a sport with no protective equipment. They'll just get out there. They'll play in the street. We used to be like that. We've moved away from that, man. So yeah, this generation with this Gen Z, is that this the millennial, and then you got Gen Z? This Gen Z is done, bro. Because how they gonna produce? What about the offspring? If they're already soft like that, the offspring are gonna be its own thing, man. That's what I got. Like I said, guy said this years ago. He said all the tough guys in America left with the wars, World War One. Who's gonna show up for that? The tough guys. World War Two, the tough guys. But the guys who were left behind, the guys who didn't want to go, guys who couldn't go, they made it, and they created another generation. And the guy was making a point that we don't really even understand masculinity. We don't. We talk about it, but we don't even understand what it is to be a tough guy. And I'm not talking about a danger to others. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying tough as far as tough as nails. You know what I mean? Durable. That's what I'm talking about. The type of person who, if you were snowed in, they could go and hike 5 miles and they could come back. They could weather the storm. That's what I'm talking about. What happened to guys like that? I mean, it's like they don't even exist anymore. We've moved so far away from that. He said, yeah, and Abe's right. He said the women have the women, they like a guy like this. They like a guy who's all half dressed in with purses and stuff. They do. Some of them do. He got 5 baby mamas. Yeah, that tells you that is what the women are not even attracted to the tough guys now. They don't like an aggressive guy. They don't like a tough guy. You know, when I say durable, I'm talking about durable. They like a guy like him, man. You see it on the Twitter where these rappers are raising their kids. You can see how they're and even the chat box be saying to the rappers, they think their kids are on the other side. And you can see how they react. Generation Alpha. Yeah, we'll have to give them a couple of more years. This is the end of masculinity, man. Somewhere we've lost our way. A Birkin bag, and it's not even about that. It's you can always do it, but why do it? We used to walk around with the sleeves cut off our shirt. We were proud. You've been working out. You got biceps. You was working out. You spent the whole summer in the gym. You put on your muscle tee. You walk around. We used to be that type of guy. We're no longer that type of guy now. We're more like Stephon Diggs now. We wearing scarves, painting our nails, earrings, lipstick, eyeliner, weave or a man's weave, male weave, even putting beards. I seen on the Instagram, they put a beard on the guy. They glued it on him. And I was like, man, that's like that's a fake beard. They gave him a big fake beard and they gave him a haircut. They lined him up. But yeah, a masculine man wouldn't have just he just would masculine men accept themselves for what they are. They just love it or leave it. All of the makeup and paint your beard and glue a beard on my jaw. But that's the world we live in now. We're into like what Stephon Diggs is doing. Because like you say, the ladies like Stephon Diggs. The days of being masculine are over. Not really. You can still embrace it, brother. You can go out and build something. You can go out and put something back together, man. Just shut up, cut everything off, and build a table and chairs. And use a minimum amount of tools. And no glue. And if you got a chainsaw, you can go out and cut some stuff down. There's aspects of masculinity that you still can recapture. And it don't have to be the toxic side. That's why the men were always the hunters. The tribes would compile the men, and those men were fighters and they were hunters. The women stayed back home. They had jobs, they had other things to do, important things, but they didn't send them off to hunt, and they didn't send them off to a war. He said, football. Yeah, I agree, but it if you yeah, what he does on the field, yeah, it's a tough guy sport. You gotta be durable, and the guy's been in the league a while. But I disagree with I mean, what he's choosing to wear, and I get it. It's a different world, and he wants to be a trendsetter, and It's just not very masculine, man. That's all. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's just not very masculine. And we need to, yeah, he's a beta. See, and what guys have got to do, masculine men have got to stand up. You got to stand up and say, hey, I'm a masculine dude and I don't have a problem with it. I'm going to keep it simple. They've almost made it an outlaw now. It's outlaw now if a man is a married man who expects, listen to what I'm saying, right? A man who's in a marriage and he expects him and his woman to be together at night. They've almost made that a bad. He's bad. He's being toxic. Your husband's being toxic. So it's a different world out here, man. Maybe it's me though. As far as this Super Bowl thing, I don't even know if I'm watching the Super Bowl. As far as the bunny dude, he can do whatever he wants to do in the halftime. I mean, I've done it before. I'm sure. When the halftime comes on, I think it's a little timer on there now. It'll tell you 25 minutes. Just cut the channel to something else. Come back. It's over. Go back to watching the game. I don't know. All I want to see the game anyhow. All I want to do is see the game. I was looking at that game. I was breaking it down. New England. I heard you, man. Yeah. It's strange, man. What's up with you, Joey?
What up, Platt? How you feeling?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I don't think it's the end of masculinity. Masculinity has evolved, and
Oh, it
throughout the
has?
years, people have changed their whole perspective on masculinity.
Mhm.
We think that you got to be like you just said, Platt, the brute, fix things, hunt, build things. That it's just that one demographic of masculinity. But no, it evolved to different things now. And it ain't even just about what he wear, because he can do all that and wear what Stephon Diggs is wearing right now. This man is masculine. He's actually a masculine man in all varies
Well,
of you
he's
want to
not
call
that.
a masculine man.
Joey, he's not that.
From your perspective, Platt. But if you want to look at it from a different, he got
Joey,
a bunch of kids.
Joey.
He's in the top.
Okay,
He's
we'll
in the
give him that.
NFL,
No,
Platt.
we'll
He's a
give him
hall.
the that part. Okay, we'll give
Yeah,
him, but
exactly. That's what I'm
but
saying,
he
Platt.
doesn't project it though, Joey. It doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying. It's skewed. It's not how it used to be. Just like we could talk about back in the
But
eight.
doesn't it? But okay, so you admit that it's changed or people are changing it, right?
It's evolving, Platt.
It's evolving. You can't evolve. It is what it is.
No. You can. Everything
Masculine
evolves.
man's a masculine man. You're gonna be masculine in 2026. You're masculine in
Yeah,
1700s.
I agree. No, I agree
No,
with you,
you
Platt.
said it's changed,
But
didn't
it's evolving. It's still
you?
masculinity, but it's evolving into other things.
Nail polish, lipstick,
Yes,
earrings,
yes,
uh, 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 pearl necklaces.
yes.
No, that's not masculine. That's not a masculine man.
From your perspective, and I'm not disagreeing, Platt, but it's evolving. From your perspective, you from a
It's
different. We
it's
all
not.
from a different time and era. Like I never grew up with men that did that type of stuff, right? yes, I have uncles, and I looked at their old photos from back in the 70s and the 80s, and I'm like, hold on, yo. Y'all be talking about these young boys wearing the tightest of the jeans and why they wearing purses and this and that. But if you look back at them pictures, they was wearing just crop tops. You can see their belly buttons, earrings
You
dangling,
talking about? You've been looking
all
at
type
the
of.
Isaac Isley brother albums.
What? Yeah, the Osley brothers. Earth, Wind and Fire. Prince. Come on, Platt. Like it's
Well,
always been there.
who said Prince was masculine?
He is a masculine man.
Oh, the top.
You ain't hear
Prince was
Charlie
cool.
Murphy? You ain't
Prince
hear
was
Charlie
cool.
Murphy talk about how he was
Prince
kicking their
was
ass on the
cool.
court?
The Prince was cool, but masculinity just wasn't his thing. That's just wasn't him.
What was Rick James masculine? Yeah. Let's talk about it. See, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'd have to say he wasn't.
Why?
He got the what you call the drugs got to him, man.
I mean, but you still can be a man, masculine man, even when
you gotta be strong. Nope, you gotta be strong.
But you still can be masculine.
Nope, you gotta be strong. You gotta know how to go without. You ain't a man. If you say, hey, get out that shit, you gotta get off. You don't do it where you getting yourself in trouble, and then there's some stuff where a woman suing the estate said that he forced himself on her, and we don't know, but just like the case that she's filing under that. I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
I feel you, but Platt, that still doesn't take away from his accomplishments, the things that he grew, his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still considered as a masculine.
What was masculine about him?
What, Rick James? I'm not just going to even put about him getting women, but just like I said, his legacy, his
only
music.
Thing. So if you can get a lot of women, that's it.
That's not That's what I just said, Platt. Like I just don't say just because you get a bunch of women that make you masculine. Because I disagree with that. Because that's another conversation I done had with people. Like, oh, you think because you have a bunch of baby moms, you're a masculine man? No, that sounds ignorant. You know what I'm saying? You got 0 kids to 50 kids. That does not make you a masculine man. No, it's what you produce with your family, your friends, everybody around you. They know you from doing something.
Do you have a merce? Do you have a man bag?
Can I keep it real with you, Platt? I got an MCM bag that my lady bought me. It's not a merce. I keep my computer in there. Or I could put paperwork in there when I go and handle business.
Does it look like a handbag? Like a woman?
It's a strap. It goes around. It don't go on my shoulders. I put it around like my chest. And it's like a bag.
It's a merce.
I don't call it a merce. You might.
Would you call it a purse?
What it is.
Would you call it a purse?
That's the two things you would have to call it, right?
Joy.
Hold on, a purse or a merce?
It's the same thing. You guys they try to make it by saying, it's a merce. Man,
look at a Platt. Now they call me. Listen, I am. Y'all can call. Look, y'all call me feminist.
That's a purse. This nigga say he got a purse.
They punching on me. Look, this how you know I keep it real. This how you know I can keep it real, Platt. And I'm not fragile by. You should have bought
your girl. Go buy your girl a chainsaw and say, here.
All right, Platt. All right.
She bought you a purse.
It's not a purse.
Hey, here you go. And let her say, she'll say, what am I gonna do with this?
She bought me
the same thing I'm gonna do with this. What am I gonna do with this purse?
She bought me the MCM book bag and the it's like a business bag where you put your computer, paperwork, whatever other type of items you put. It goes across your chest. Because I used to always carry like the briefcase thing. She like, baby, nah, take this because it'd be better, especially if we traveling and you want to carry it. It's the MCM bag with the thing go across your chest. Boom. And she got me the book bag to go with it. Like, I ain't never put it on and was like, oh man, I don't feel masculine, Platt. I feel like I'm a female. Like, no, I'm still a man. I still would knock a nigga to smooth the fuck out, Platt. I still will beat a nigga.
I agree with
you. But that don't even make me masculine.
But wait a minute. Why would you wear something like that?
What you mean? Why would
Why
I
would
wear? I
you
just
wear
told
something
you.
that's clearly for
It's not for women. It's
women?
for men. It's for men.
Joey, just because they put in the
That
store, I just
Platt, come
went
on.
to
Don't do that, Platt.
I just went to the website. It says man bags, and I looked.
Yes.
Now all these Birkin things. I looked, and I went over to the women's section. There was no. This it's a bag. It's no difference. Just because they tell you it's for men, that don't make it for men.
A free zone. I think that is what it is. You said for motorcycles. I don't know, but all I know is my girl bought it for me because she see me always carry that briefcase where I kept my laptop in. She like, no, I'm gonna get you this. You can wear the strap and then carry, and you have your book bag. I'm like, oh, all right. Especially if we travel. I don't consider it as a merch and none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And guys back in the day used to have those too. Guys wore those too. I got pictures of my pop with something like that. You'd be surprised. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody look masculinity is skewed because they think like, oh, you got to be the roughest tough. You got to, especially, oh, you got to have scars on your face and your knuckles got to be bloody and scarred up and not. No, that don't make him masculine. Especially from our perspective as black men. I don't look at Stephon
Is
Diggs.
Stephon masculine?
I told you, Platt, from a masculine perspective, this look don't look masculine, but him as a man, he could be masculine.
He's not masculine to wear that, Joy. Joy, that's not how a masculine
I don't
man.
think you get what I'm saying, Platt.
Look at the boots. Is that you associate that with being masculine? The furry boots like that?
Like I said,
Come on, that's what I'm saying. He's not Joy. He's not a
I
masculine
wouldn't
man.
look at it. I wouldn't look at it. I
Who
agree. I don't
we
look
have
at it like it's masculine. I don't. I don't look at it as it being masculine. But him as a man, he's masculine.
we have a few truck drivers. I want to know if any truck driver. Do you guys have boots like that when you hop in your truck? Do you wear those boots? Those things are soft too. They're not hard. They're soft.
My daughter got them boots. Her mom bought her some furry boots like that. She wear them to school. Like the little girls at her school be wearing them big furry boots. But like you, I'm not wearing that shit. Platt. I'm a grown man. At my age, I wouldn't wear that. He can wear that.
Leggings. You remember leggings? You remember leggings, Joey?
Yeah.
Did you see men wearing leggings?
In the gym?
No, just in life.
No, I'm talking about in the gym. Yeah.
Uh, I
I
might be
seen
saying them wrong. I might. This is like these little.
leggings. Yeah, the tights. Yeah, compression tights.
No. They're like
Don't.
socks, but they're not socks. They're leggings. They go on the bottom of your foot and they come up.
Oh, the. I know what you're talking about. The thick socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like the gym socks from the women used to wear back in the 80s and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you see men wearing that?
Yeah, I did.
Those men were where?
Yeah, Bo Jackson.
No, those men were not.
That's a
Leg
masculine man.
warmers. There
Bo
you go.
Jackson,
Thank you.
leg
Leg
warmers.
warmers.
Yeah. Guys was
I
wearing
didn't say
those.
Joy. Men
Guys
didn't
wore
wear
those.
those.
All right, Platt.
Men didn't wear no damn leg
All right,
warmers,
man.
man.
I could pull up pictures from back in the 80s, men. You could even Google it. Men back in the wearing
Did you wear leg warmers?
No,
You got
Platt.
another confession for us?
No.
Fuck, I'm listening to leg.
This nigga Platt. What you mean confession?
No, those were like for women
I said
mostly, man. If you was a guy and wore, he said Prince wore 'em, okay. If you were a guy,
See,
what about
that's
it?
what I'm saying.
If you were a guy and you wore leg warmers, you were, I mean, you look, we don't advocate anybody be beat up or nothing like that, but you were telling the heterosexual men that you may be confused a little bit.
But Platt, at the end of the day, that still does not determine if this man is masculine or not. Like, we got to skew look at that because I got a homie, right, Platt, my man Ronnie. This boy can bench press 350. He's only like 5'6" or 5'7". He can run fast as shit. He get all the women, and he dress like kind of like Stephon Diggs and all the rest of them guys. He's real metrosexual, right? Would you still call him not masculine because of what he wear, but even though he does masculine things and he's still a straight heterosexual man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said
that will be my issue with him. With him saying he's a straight heterosexual man, but not wanting to be masculine.
but he's still doing
that would just
masculine
be a
things.
conflict to me because.
But Platt, he still do masculine things. He works out. He in great shape. He can box. Nigga can wrestle too. He does nothing but
why does he want to wear women's apparel?
Why does he want to wear women's apparel?
Yeah.
That's just what he want to do. That's how certain guys express
it. Joey, that ain't no masculine dude.
Prince wore goddamn blouses and
well, you're right. And that was
but he was a masculine man.
You just made the point the guy said we're all the tough guys. He said America lost a significant portion during the World War I because who were the men willing to go overseas and fight? The tough guys. Then they said World War II took a round of them. And they said what was left in the back? The guys who didn't want to go fight. So all these soft men had babies and they made it and they created the next generation. And he was saying, so at this point, really, we don't have any tough guys. And you sitting up here saying Prince. Prince is not a tough man.
Come on, Platt, but he does masculine things.
You keep saying Prince is. There's nothing tough about Prince.
That man, in your eyes,
the way he wore his hair, the high heels, and the lace gloves.
They said Prince stayed with a blade on him just in case if somebody wanted to get goofy. He used to ride around in them Harleys, riding bikes with bad bitches on the back. Like, come on, Platt. Like, come on, man. This is what I'm saying. Especially as black men, we do got a skewed view of what's masculine and what's not. And we the only group, because I look at the other groups, they don't look at Bruce Springsteen and them Wham and all them guys I grew up listening to. They ain't look at them like they soft, they feminine, and they used to have fair frosted feathers in their hair. Like, come on, Platt. Only us as black men, we always look at, oh, he look that, and we starting to sound more like the women, if you want to be honest. We starting to sound more like the women. All these guys that be complaining, talking about,
we're proud of being masculine. Now we sound like the women.
No, because everything is damn near gay. Everything.
Nobody said that. Hold up, and nobody in the chat is saying that. Nobody.
No, guys is saying that. No, they
listen to me, brother. Nobody's bringing that up. We're talking about. Look.
If you're not masculine, what is he then, Platt?
Well, he's a little feminine. Well, no, that don't make him gay.
Oh, all right, Platt. Okay, all right.
No, well, that's a low hanging. Let's say that's just a name calling. We're not calling that. Well, I'm just saying, why don't he embrace? He says he's a heterosexual man. Why doesn't he embrace his masculinity? That's all I'm saying.
If you look at a man like he's not masculine and he's feminine, that's damn near calling him gay.
No, it's not.
That's how most, especially black people, that's how they look at it.
Joy, no.
They would look at Stephon Diggs and they do. The man, this man. Hey, all right, Platt. Hey, Platt, can I say this real quick? When they look at Stephon Diggs and they see his demeanor, they see the clothes he wear, and they see, especially these I ain't bringing up the alligators, just by the clothes he wear and his demeanor. They call this man like he's on the down low. Somebody in the chat said that. They say, "Oh, he's on the down low." It's the way he's dressing, his demeanor, the way he talk, probably the way he dress. No, we just basing it off of one aspect of this man. We don't know his day-to-day life. He can be the most masculine man.
He's not masculine.
He's in the NFL. Like, God damn, the nigga in the NFL, Platt.
What does it mean? He's in the NFL. I mean, okay, I grant you some.
I'm not saying that it ain't gay men or feminine men in the NFL. All right, Platt, go ahead.
Yeah, Joe, you can't because we used.
This is a good conversation, Platt. I like this.
Joy, we used to be proud of being men, masculine men. We worked out all summer. We put on our muscle tee, and we've been working out. You've been lifting, yeah. You yoked up. Now we're painting our nails and wearing fur boots and purses, man. I mean, that just doesn't come across as very masculine to me, man. Now, you said the women like that.
I understand, Platt.
What do you want me to say? They do like it. So, I mean, they do like a guy like that. They like a guy who's who, wears the same shade of lipstick they do. So that's them on that. But
No,
this
I
ain't.
understand. I understand, Plat. I do. And honestly, in the air, I see everybody in the chat. Nah, I'm not. This is a good conversation. I had these conversations with the roughest, toughest guys here in Philadelphia, where they talk about masculinity and what make a guy tough and this and that. Nah, that things is different. You know what I mean? Me, masculinity is a man who take care of his family. You know what I mean? His friends love him, everybody around him. When he step on the scene, everybody embrace him, and he take care of business. He may not can lift up a hammer and put nails in the wood and put up drywall and sheetrock and all that. And
What's wrong with that?
roofing and none of that. He may not can do none of that, Platt.
What's wrong with working on the construction line?
It's nothing. I've done all that, Platt. I've done everything. You know what I'm saying? But that does not make me masculine just because I could do that or can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because he can do all that, but he's a piece of shit. Like, he don't take care of he spreads nothing but madness. He's chaos. Would you consider?
What are you talking about, Stephon?
I mean, right now the way he's moving, it looked like he do got some chaos going on. But I'm just talking about the way he looked.
I'm talking about what he's wearing. I mean, and plus, if he let his woman dress him, look how she dressed him, and he didn't say anything. That's not very masculine.
Okay.
And then you look at someone like a wealthy celebrity out there right now, a Tom Cruise. He's not going to dress like that.
See, and somebody just brought it up in the chat. Damn it, I'm gonna get away from it.
Who's more likely to dress like that? Barack Obama or Donald Trump?
Either one of them.
I can see Barack with those boots. I can
come
see
on,
that.
Come on, Platt. Come on.
I can see him in those boots.
I don't see Barack wearing no damn furry boots. And that's another thing. Everybody was punching on Barack Obama, was saying he was feminine and all. I'm like, damn, boy. Especially when it comes to black men. Jesus, we gotta have a pants sagging, a do rag. We gotta have 5 chains on. We gotta have 5, 6 baby mom. Like, come on, bro. That's not masculine to me. Like, that's just my perspective. Just like they look at Lil Uzi, like, yeah, he got feminine ways, but he really got some feminine ways. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't call him like, oh, he ain't masculine. He still ain't a man. Like, when you ain't calling a man masculine, you basically call him feminine. Am I right or wrong, though, Platt?
He is an effeminate. He is. But that don't mean, I know he got allegations against him. That doesn't mean, he's homosexual. Now, hold up. Because we got to be clear with this. He can be.
I got you.
He'll just identify himself as, okay. And it would clear a lot of confusion up. But he continuously identifies himself as heterosexual. And that's where you get confused because you said, but man, you're not doing anything masculine. You're actually you're against masculinity. A purse? Oh, it's a merce. No, that's a purse. Oh, it's a man's bag. No. That's a purse.
I feel you. So it depends on what he wears, the items he carries. That don't make him masculine, right?
I think the way he carries himself has a lot to do with whether or not he's masculine.
Okay.
Right? Now, you were saying all that other stuff takes care of itself, Joey. If he embraced his manhood, he would want to do things that men traditionally do. He would want to use his hands and make stuff and break stuff. And everything. He's going to be a simple man.
How you know he don't do none of that, but still carrying that purse?
He'll break his nails. Work with machine, he'll pop a nail.
Oh,
remember that used to be women. Now we have men who don't want to break their nails.
Niggas got press on nails, Platt. I
seen the nigga, he was getting his nails done.
I seen it too.
Oh, he was getting it painted. He wasn't just getting it like,
yeah. No, he was having Clear coat or he getting paint?
He was getting like it was getting it paid, man. He was sitting there and
Oh well, he's on the other side, and that's okay. That's his
nah, he
thing.
claimed to me. He told me, I mean, he's a heterosexual dude. He just said
Oh
he had
no,
to go
but
to the nature.
yeah, his
It
guys
was at,
doing that.
we have one at the barber shop. It's a little place. It's a beauty shop, and then there's a right there off to the corner is a woman. She does nails. The nigga was sitting in there getting his nails done. He wasn't getting them just, I don't know what they even call it, where you just get your hand fixed or whatever.
It's a petty and a mani. I think the petty is the feet. If somebody in the chat correct me, the feet. I get my feet taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was having his hands done and he was painting them. So she was putting the same thing she was doing to women. And he, that's his business though, man. A manicure.
Oh, mani. Okay, they say it's a manicure. Yeah. Oh yeah. I see the Listen, I see the comments. Look, that y'all have y'all perspective, y'all have y'all opinions. I respect everybody's opinions. Joey is not gonna be ready to fight the world because y'all like, oh Joey, you carrying a purse. Nah, bro. Come on, bro. I got thick skin. I raised around some savages with the jokes. Just guys tell how it is. This is how I grew to be the person I am, Platt. I talk my shit. And I respect any man, right or wrong, stand on what he talks about, and he got his own opinion, right or wrong. That's just me. But who up here? Who that?
Them
Oh,
them
that's my
niggas
boy
are.
Free. What up, Free?
What's up? What's
My
up?
boy.
What's up? Hey, them. Hey, them dudes will pull a strap straight out that purse too.
Exactly, Free.
The guns come out. You go ahead and start talking shit about them. Yeah, they'll pull a gun straight out the with the switch straight out the
Okay.
Birkin.
And so
Spirit.
that's masculine. I don't see that's masculine. How about
Well,
you don't?
what is masculine, Platt? Because
Why don't you leave the Birkin in her closet where you
uh
found it, and get a backpack or something, or get a tote, something
get a
that's
tote.
something that's clearly meant for men. A gym bag, get a gym bag. Why do I? Okay, if I go buy a gym bag, stuff my stuff in a gym bag, why would I want to do it and take a purse and say, okay, I'm gonna use this purse and I'm gonna stuff my stuff in this purse?
I don't really carry around if it can't fit in my pocket. I don't tend to walk around with it really. Other than that, I have a backpack in case I need to take a laptop somewhere. There's no defending this on the screen, Joey. I don't see it, bro. I can't. That look like,
No,
yeah, man.
we're not defending it, but we just saying what his masculinity, Free. Like would you still consider him as a masculine man, regardless if he wear what he
No.
wearing? You know what I'm saying? They say no.
Oh no. I would say no, but it would be more along the lines of just from what I understand him to be as a person. He got all these damn baby mamas and all that shit. Like that's what I would consider him to be not masculine for. This don't help it at all. Period. You know what I mean? But
And they are trying to use free zone. They are trying to use black men as the face of we got to get the masculinity out of them and make us metrosexual, make us, we'll wear a little. Maybe one day I want to put on some lipstick. I want to put on Tim's. Okay, I'll wear some boots. Yeah, they want to make it like that. And then the thing about it, when you hold to that, when you hold to these traditional gender standards, it's just best for us collectively, man. Just the way things are. Hey, Dad, I want a purse like Mom. I'm sorry, son. We don't have purses. But Dad is no, son. Yeah. No, I'm not going to buy you a purse. No. Yeah, we have to hold to that, but we've moved away from that. It's hurting us, man. And Joey said Prince was masculine. You see what I'm saying? That's what the guy's saying. We've moved so far away from what a real masculine man is that we look at Prince as a masculine man. Prince wasn't masculine.
He made that chick skinny dip in the lake of Minnetonka. butt naked, and dipped off
Made
on
him
that bitch.
masculine because he fooled
That's
the
a
woman to
real
get.
no. That made him a
That
real
made him
nigga.
masculine.
I made him a real nigga.
I would say Prince is masculine because of the way he stood up to the record companies. That's not something a lot of like niggas nowadays is afraid to even say certain comments on a
Talk
YouTube
about it,
page
Freddie.
without their face. I can't really say that he's full out. I mean, I don't approve of the assless chaps and all that stuff. I think that's hella crazy. But I wouldn't outright just say that he's full-fledged feminine. Like to stand up to the record companies the way that he did is some pretty masculine stuff to
Well,
do.
why
His
did he sign
legacy.
the
That's what I was
contract?
talking about, Free.
Why did he sign the
Legacy.
contract?
What happened?
Why did he sign the contract?
The same reason why everybody else signed the contract.
Okay, why does he want out of his contract?
Because he found out later that it was a bullshit contract. Platt, like what do you mean? And that was during the time. That was during the time where people didn't have the information that they have now. You know, so
free zone. Just think about it. Nothing could be more. You know, as a businessman, right? You in business. They ain't buddies or no shit. They're business people. Nothing could be more bitch made than a nigga that don't want to fulfill the contract he signed. All of a sudden, he want to sit back and whine. My contract.
He did fulfill his contract.
He did, and they did some flim
He didn't want to. He didn't want to finish it.
No,
he fulfilled his contract, and then he got one up on them niggas trying to collect his work, and they took him out.
They try to keep his masters and all that stuff. Like
yeah. He did all that shit to get him back. Same thing with Michael.
Name. They bought his name. Like how this nigga owned it. He had to change it to the artist formerly known as and all that. Like they try to do him dirty. They try to do Mike the same way, but Mike was one up on him. All these
look, man. Look. That's the music business. You know, it's
but he went against it though.
Okay, then I don't look at that. I never Prince. The Prince just. I mean, Prince is Prince. Prince is Prince. As far as masculinity, nah, man. I didn't. You know, not in my opinion. No. If anything, he was on the feminine side a little bit because he was wearing these heels. You see them high heels? He had high heels.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
He had them. He performed at the Super Bowl in high heels in the rain. Didn't miss a step. Didn't slide or nothing, Platt. Like
so it might be
He had on white high heels, man.
Yeah,
with the back of his ankles pushed up. Come on, bro. That's masculine?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Hey, Platt, but this is my thing. Is we going by the behavior of masculinity, or are we going by the identity, like your clothing, your hair, the stuff you got on?
What's wrong with being a man, Joey? What's wrong with being a man? You get up, you wipe your face off, you get your boots.
Hey, you don't wash your ass?
Hold up. You put on some boots, and you go out, and you're a man, and you do man things. What's all of this makeup first? Look,
but you gotta wash your ass though.
Hold up, let me get my Birkin together. All of this stuff like that. When did we get like that?
I would say the gayness went into hyperdrive probably like after the 2010s.
Yeah,
if I could pinpoint it. Once the 2000s hit, it started creeping up. We had that resurgence, and then once 2010 hit, and you had all the matter of fact, when was the years that your Russell Wilsons and your James Hardens started walking out in all them kind of crazy ass costumes and stuff? Whenever that shit happened, that's when things started going crazy.
Yeah, free zone. Look, if them guys, any of those guys, Prince are gay men, they're free to be whatever man they want to be, right? Not really talking about them, the sexual side. I'm talking about them being feminine, yet they're saying they're hetero. And what's the whole point in being a feminine heterosexual man? I don't understand because it's like it goes against being a man. You're a man. You want to do feminine things, but you're a man. That's not very manly. When you look at Prince,
I agree.
I don't have no problem with Prince, but he wasn't very masculine. You know, I didn't even try to. I didn't look at him like This is a masculine dude. I'll tell you, a dude. He's passed away. Um, you guys remember Carl Weathers?
Yeah.
That guy. That to me, that was a man's man. There, he was a tough guy. He was in a lot of action movies, but even the way he conducted himself, okay,
Mm-hmm.
off, never heard anything. He was in the Rocky, and then he was Creed. That was Creed, right?
Apollo Creed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was Apollo Creed. Okay, yeah. So a guy like that, that's what I'm saying. We done got away from guys like that. We don't even our men, and I'm a man. They're just not. They're not encouraged to be masculine. They're encouraged to be like Stefan, and they can coax them into the being feminine with, oh, he got a lot of women who like, well, I can't dispute that. He does have that. He sleeps with women, gets them pregnant, and he walks out with their clothes on.
But that's why I said play earlier. I don't consider that as masculine. Like getting a bunch of women pregnant. I don't.
It's not, man. Really, it's irresponsible. But
Yeah,
this,
but the question is, where does the line draw? Because I mean, you can have guys that dress in the most masculine way, but don't take care of their kids. They don't take care of their
That's
responsibilities.
what I said,
They
Free.
think they could just skirt through life. Then you got guys talking to masculinity shit. Ain't built nothing. Can't even put a cabinet together from IKEA. Can't even put an Amazon desk together. But they masculine because they wear some pants that fit. Like what are we doing, Platt?
That's what I was saying earlier, Free.
Yo,
try,
salute.
It's
try put
skewed.
one of them office chairs.
What up, bro?
Office chairs.
What up?
Them office chair, yeah, man.
They're
Hey,
With the
not easy.
lumbar
Yeah.
support. With
Hey,
the,
hey, Plat, you not
let
changing
me
tire, Plat? Hey,
yo,
Plat,
let
you
me
not
let
changing
me
tire?
take y'all let me
Oh,
take
what's
y'all a
up,
little
bro?
further back.
Go ahead,
Cause
bro.
I think when it comes to like athletes and masculinity, I think when things changed is when Rodman started changing. Because Rodman was the first dude to come in with tattoos in the league ever, the wild stuff with the hair, the dresses, the cross dressing, hanging out with Madonna, dating Madonna, going to homosexual nightclubs. I
Yeah.
mean, he was the actual foundation of the way things evolved in the NBA and how players evolved. Because there was, if you think about it, before he came in or before he just went wild, nobody had tattoos in the league. Nobody had different hair colors, different. I mean, dressed differently. Remember, Rodman? He never wore suits like Jordan in them. He'd come in with like some Prince type shirt.
Yeah, lipstick and green
Yeah,
hair and all that
yeah.
stuff. I
So
never associated. I mean, he was a strong individual physically, but I didn't associate him with being masculine.
right, and this dude here, we never associated him with being masculine, but man, he had so many women that were I don't know. It was kind of like the Prince effect. It was like, well, he looks like a girl, but he's got all
Rodman?
these women.
Oh, you
He's
talking about
got all these.
Stefan? You talking about Stefan?
I'm talking about Rodman in the fact that he had so many women, but we didn't associate him with masculinity. We kind of
Okay,
thought
but
he was just
okay,
out
look,
there.
we don't know what he was. I mean, somebody said he said he wanted to date Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he was just saying it to say it. Um, but listen to what you just said. He had a bunch of women, but he kept hanging out in gay clubs.
Yeah, I mean, like I
Was
said,
he
I don't know
was
what
he
he
trying to
did after
find himself?
hours.
Was
I'm
he
just
trying to find
saying.
himself?
he-
Sound like he was trying to find himself to me.
Yeah. Well, he married what Carmen Electra for a while, and
Okay.
yeah, I mean, he was man. That dude was like when I think back about him, man. Remember he had a TV show that came on MTV back in the days about remember he showed up some book signing dressed in a wedding dress, and I mean he was out there, dude.
Well, I don't disagree. I've never, like I said, I never looked at him as a masculine man. I mean, he's he can play, he can play basketball, but how he carried himself just didn't it wasn't traditional masculine things.
Did you
hey,
look at
would you?
Carl Malone as a masculine man, Plat?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand what he did?
What did he
What'd he
do?
do?
Did he get like some 13-year-old pregnant or something like that?
Yeah, free.
Oh shit, he did.
Well, that's illegal though, Joey. I mean, I don't know what the
I
man
forgot
does in
about
his
that.
life.
Yeah,
But
I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah.
no, but I'm
I
talking
forgot
about the
all about that.
actions, like his
Well,
actions.
Joey, but if you're gonna do that, dig in it and talk about something he did in college or whatever, I mean, okay, he's not masculine. Okay.
There we
Hey,
go.
do you guys remember
That's
him
all.
hitting on Kobe's wife too?
Yeah, he did.
Who? Karl Malone?
Yeah.
What? I ain't know that.
Yeah, go look it up. Kobe wife Karl Malone.
I mean, I expect that from basketball players. Athletes, period. They all trying to smash each other's wives and girlfriends. So, whatever.
Yeah,
But
the
but
circle
no,
is small.
I get what you're saying, bro. What you were saying with Rodman and all that. But people actually, the guys on the court actually kind of feared Rodman a little bit. They were like, "Yo, this nigga, wow." He used to catch the rebounds, throwing
Yeah.
them elbows.
That's
Well,
what we
see,
said.
Yeah.
what they
But
say,
keeping it to
Rodman. If you think about Rodman, he was doing them fruity picks, like my man said when he played Prince
He had a wet
basketball.
he
Them
had a
fruity
wedding
he's,
picks,
dress
man.
on.
he's doing fruity picks and stuff and,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he had a wedding
rubbing his
dress
lipstick on people's face and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Just nasty work, man. Nasty work. But
yeah, but
I
Rodman,
get
I don't get. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but Rodman. I mean, look, the whole thing about it is the whole masculinity thing is it's simple. It's not green hair. It's not painted nails. Um, the fact that we can name, see, we use these guys for example because they're on our TV, so it's easy to identify them in the sense that you can make an example out of them. Rodman never came across as I mean, he just wasn't a masculine dude. He came across to me as something. He was a Hollywood dude. He wasn't masculine. And there ain't a lot of guys like that. Like I said, work out, uh, eat a steak. Um, we obvious the thing about the responsibilities as a man, but it's simple, man. Go to sleep, go to work, go to sleep.
If you had to name a celebrity right now, Platt, that you would say that's a masculine dude, who would you say that would be?
You guys ain't gonna like it. The guy who I think is responsibly masculine is Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I could agree with
I
that.
don't think you'll ever see him like up in somebody's face, thugging it. I don't think that's not
that's
him.
not a bad pick.
That's not his character. But he
I thought you
carries
was going to say
himself
something
like
different, but yeah.
he carries himself
No,
like a
that's not
masculine
bad.
dude. I've never seen him with a purse. Now, all of this, maybe it's something I'm missing. I've never seen him wearing women's apparel.
No, I would, yeah. Your Denzels, your Morgan Freemans, your Samuel Jacksons.
Yeah.
If you want to go a little bit younger, who's the guy off of Snowfall? The British guy
British dude?
that
Damien,
I don't forget his name, but
Damien Idris or something.
Michael
Yeah.
Ja White.
I'll take even
Uh,
older.
yeah,
How about
yeah.
let's say Clint Eastwood or
Yeah,
Clint,
what's the other guy? He used to be
Is
Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey
is
and the Bandit.
Clint
What was his name?
Burt Reynolds?
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. Burt's left us in smoke. Is Clint still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still here.
Well, he's what 107 or some shit.
He's up there.
Yeah, that man's old, bro.
But I'm saying, back in their youth, I mean, there was no femininity about those dudes.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He's that's what I'm saying. And a guy was making a point. He said, when you look at the state of men, none of them are masculine men because the real masculine men, if you go back to World War I, they went to war, they went to fight, and they didn't come home.
Facts.
And then the other men made it. He said, well, those were not, the women had to mate with the men who were here. So then they went to World War II. The guys who was ready to go, hey, I'll go to war. We need people. I'm ready to go. I'll go fight for. And they would go, and unfortunately, they would pass away. and then the women had to mate with the men who were in the back. So the guy would say, we produce a country of simps, and that's what you see. You see, look at Stephon Diggs.
No, Platt. No, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, fighting.
I don't know if Stephon
all
Diggs
that
is. But that's the thing, though. I don't know if Stephon Diggs is like the model of masculinity that people are looking to. I don't think that's actually happening.
They actually not.
But technically, he should be, right? He's a
Why?
pro athlete. He's a pro athlete. Got baby mothers everywhere, right? Women love him. He should be, but he's not. He's wearing this.
What up? What up,
Fluffy
Truth?
boots.
Oh, yeah,
Out of
Truth.
nowhere.
Boots
Yeah,
out there.
Truth,
Yeah.
right there. Hey, Truth.
What's up, Truth?
So Truth.
Hey, let me
keep it
ask
real,
you this.
Truth.
Would
Hold
you
on,
say?
hold on, real quick, bro. Let me
Yeah.
ask Truth this. Truth. So, would you consider Russell Wilson a masculine man? There
Yes.
we go. Oh, Platt.
I do.
Platt.
There's a specific reason. There's a specific reason why, right?
Go ahead.
So first of all, y'all definition of masculinity ain't even what masculinity was,
What was
Ooh.
our definition?
right? Y'all definition is, nigga, if he's getting played by a chick, he's not masculine, right?
Well, yeah,
But
that's
that ain't
not.
true.
Nobody's ever said. They said he was.
Whoa, who said that?
Well, I'm saying the description because of Russell
No,
Wilson, you know,
Russell,
they
they
think he
just
gets
call
played.
him
Oh, okay,
They
got
call
you.
Russell
Yeah,
a
go
simp.
ahead.
They call him a simp because his wife is more aggressive than he is. But
Right.
other than that,
But yeah,
but go
but
ahead.
he would be masculine, just simple fact how he carries himself, right?
Right.
What he does for a living, you know, he looks like the only thing you could call him for is he try to look like he's tough, and you'd be like, we know you're not tough. But that don't mean he's not masculine, you know.
Well, I think Russell's. I mean, nobody's gonna mess with Russell, but I haven't heard nobody saying he wasn't. He was effeminate. I mean, I put him right up
I've
with
never
the
seen it.
Michael B. Jordan guy.
Hold on.
He shuts, but you know, he's a little bit. He's probably a little bit more reserved than people.
There we go.
Want to say.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
Yeah.
Also,
Okay, let's up the ante a little bit.
We know we'll never see him walking around the way Stephon is walking around.
And I think you got to consider too that Russell does realize his image and that there's a life that he needs to kind of guide himself towards after the league. Just like Tom Brady, you know, the guys who dress themselves well and, you know, kind of keep themselves out of trouble normally have some type of career after the league, after they're out of the league, within sports, or within broadcast journalism, or within ownership.
Yeah, but Stephon, he play now, and he thought this was a good idea. How do you think this looks good for your manhood, right? For your masculine image, you think that this is gonna go over well. He didn't think that. He just thought whatever, because he got the new mentality where I'm fluid, right?
No. Hey, Truth. You know what it is, bro. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Truth, but this new day and age, these little fashion Easter type guys, this is what they do. This is what they wear. Like them little Playboy Cardis, Uzi, Stephon Diggs, Young Thug, all these dudes. So these not the guys y'all really gonna look at and be like, oh, these are masculine men. No.
Well, no, I hear you, because there are model. There's always been that kind of guy. They had names for him, metrosexual. You know, he was a model type.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Right, and he had to be. And because he was a model, there's certain things he'd have to model that might seem more feminine than anything else. We get that. But that ain't him. That's not Stephon Diggs. He's not a model. He doesn't have to model feminine things as his work.
Let me ask you guys this then.
I know model, but I'm saying I know models personally, like male models. And these dudes, if you saw them on the street, you wouldn't even question them. But when you see them working, you're like, nigga, what are you doing? Yo, it's the kid they gave me.
Let me ask the panel this then. So back before all of this stuff came out about Will Smith, would we have considered him a symbol of masculinity?
No, I wouldn't. I would not. Will Smith?
I mean,
I would.
I would say yes. I would say yes, because he's kind of like Michael B. Jordan of rap, right? he was always trying to keep on the clean side, the fun
Right.
side, but he always took care of his family. He didn't
Yeah, the
dress in
action
no
films.
with so
Well,
he carried the image and he portrayed himself that way publicly.
okay,
Yes.
I can follow where you guys are going with that, but no, I'm talking me. He never came across as a masculine dude, but he did. You guys remember Rap City though? He did get on Rap City. It went off on all the people who were coming after him.
I remember that.
He went off. He went off. He said, every one of these dudes, I think it was it Tigger? He's like, every one of these dudes, right? He had Jay right next to him. He said, okay. He said, I challenge any one of these dudes. It was right with that Ali, right? He said, get in the ring. 3 rounds. Get in the ring. Whichever one of these dudes, come on. Okay. He said, they can't beat me there. He said, women. He said, they can't fuck with me there. Look at my wife. Look at this. He said, money. And then they all started tripping. He said, yeah, it's over with. He said, yeah, you tell him that next time.
I mean, you got to think back when he made that statement, bro, he was on top. Like every action movie, Independence Day, I mean, everything he was putting out was fire.
Okay, but I'm saying niggas was going on that niggas was going on the Rap City talking down on him.
Yeah, they always talk down on him because
they called him corny.
never,
When he finally
never
came
made
in,
Well,
music.
I mean, look at what happened to
profanity.
Look at what happened to Andrew Tate, the last dude he boxed, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you say that dude that knocked him out is masculine?
Exactly. Truth.
Probably not.
No, well, this man's this is what you guys got to understand, because we're not going to be ignorant over here. You know, that's a gay man.
No, that's no Platt. No.
No,
That's
that guy who beat him up is a gay man.
Oh,
he never came out as gay. Platt. People just called him that because he do feminine stuff. He had pink Hello Kitty gloves and all that stuff.
Oh, I thought he was open. I thought he was openly. I don't know. So
why? Me personally,
you see what I'm saying?
I have
only saw the man in the damn ring, bro. I don't know.
Hey, the nigga came out in pink gloves to Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Man, he ain't exactly the pinnacle of manliness, man. We not putting up.
But that's what he's saying, though.
I'm not looking for him. I don't know. I never seen him before.
No, but Platt,
I hadn't either. I seen that though.
Tate is supposed to be a masculine dude.
But first look. But
I'll say this: being gay doesn't mean you're not.
That don't mean you actually gonna win the fight, man. That don't mean you automatically gonna win.
We got to say this though, because I know we been bamboozled by all this weird stuff on TV. But just being gay don't mean you're not masculine. I got relatives that are actually, them niggas look like dudes that they look like dudes in the street, and they are. I can't say it because I know gay dudes that don't act feminine at all.
True. I mean, you certainly have a right to your opinion, man. Which is fine. I just would have to disagree with that, man, because that's not very masculine to me. But then again, like I said, I'm an old dude. Maybe my days are gone by, man. World War II, World War I. Maybe I'm a relic from that time.
No, you're not, Platt. It's just that things, like I said, it evolved. How things used to be when we looked at masculinity, it's not how it used to be, how it is today, especially through this generation of these gender wars and how women look at men. What y'all always be saying? These women are masculine. No,
I've talked to like younger people, in their 20s, before they got to 30, and they're in their 20s, late 20s, mid 20s, early 20s. Their whole idea of masculinity, girls and guys, is not even anything like what we're talking about.
Exactly.
It's like they don't even have an understanding of what those things are, right? They don't tease each other based on anything that might seem weak. Like the boys don't do that no more.
They don't care about that shit. And I'm kind of a spirit of justice. Like, I can't believe you really said that, True.
I'm just saying. But if the girls, the crazy part is the girls now, if they don't seem tough, they start barking louder now. It's like, wait, well, hold on. I seen girls in high school challenging dudes in high school. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? You know what's gonna happen to you. Oh, he a punk. I'm like, okay, all right. Even a punk can lay you down, man. You better stop.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That Truth said that because, and I know Spirit about to go crazy in the chat, but that boxer from my city, that he was a Golden Glove and he was knocking it, and he come to find out he was gay and he got all these babies and all that. Like, it's a skewed type of look when you be looking at
Yeah.
masculinity. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I
How
understand
you
what
gay but
when
you have babies? What does that mean? These
that's
Okay,
the
niggas,
look, 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 okay,
I ain't
look.
going
I'm
there.
gonna
That's
get out
just
of there.
crazy.
We're
Yeah.
not gonna do the
I,
we
I
gotta get away from the whole that the sexual side of the gay, not in the chat and not up here, man. We're talking about masculinity, brother. We got that stuff. That's a whole different conversation.
but Platt, can we not look at even these guys what they do outside of what they do in the bedroom, right? Like I just was saying with Stephon Diggs, he's in the NFL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that it
Mm-hmm.
can't be sensitive men in the NFL, but how many of us going out there doing what he doing? You know what I'm saying? It consider ourselves masculine.
No,
Most,
Joey, no,
most,
Joey.
my uncle would consider if
I'm
you
done.
can't lift up 200 pounds, you soft as hell.
Okay, well, what's wrong with that? See, that's the thing. We got away from that.
But he's a meathead. My uncle's a meathead. Like,
What's wrong with
he's
being a meathead?
what's right with it, Black? Dumb it in a box of
What does that
rocks.
got to
Well,
do with
you can lift up everything in the
matter?
damn world, but you dumb it in a box of rocks.
That don't
Like,
mean nothing. You talking about?
it don't mean nothing. That's not
I mean,
masculine
I'm
just
just
because.
saying, masculinity wasn't just based on what you did for a living or you know how smart you are. Based on there was certain characteristics and certain habits you
But
have.
that should be
This
part of
dude
it,
is,
though.
and my only thing is this dude walking around in snow boots. It ain't even cold. I mean, look how he's trying. Listen,
Yeah, where he at with this on, yo?
I'm like, what is he doing? I know he's
Where he
performing. So
at?
don't
Where
get me
this nigga
wrong.
He
at?
said it ain't
I
even
get that.
cold.
I know he's performing.
He couldn't
I
wait to
can
pull
tell
them
it ain't
boots
cold
out.
because look at the top. Yeah, he couldn't. He couldn't. But the way he's performing, I get that. He's, you know, he put on a show. He's wearing costume. He's trying to attract attention. But do you have to attract attention because you look this way,
He's a
right?
designer. He's one of them fashion guys, and he got his own little clothing brand. All these dudes, Casanat, all these little new
Damn,
generation
but
guys, they all into this fashion and dressing up weird and doing
it's
all.
like the
It's
at
different.
least at least those thing there boots. Remember them red boots from what's that character, the cartoon character kid,
Yeah, I
the
remember a
kid
couple years
robot?
back. Yeah, them big
Yeah,
robot, them,
yeah,
them red
those were
boots.
goofy, but nobody's gonna say those are girl boots, right? Come on, man. Just I don't know what's
I
going
don't
on
know.
with these
I
dudes.
just my personal opinion as black men, I just think we got like a different outlook on masculinity where it's ignorant. And yesterday I was listening to another content creator, and I just was like, this dude just sound ignorant as hell. Like, and that's crazy that you just brought up this conversation because yeah, he think masculinity is having a bunch of kids, uh, uh,
Well, that's look, Joey. We
sitting up here, fighting guys and doing bullshit out
look,
in the
Joey,
streets.
Joey,
That
Joey.
doesn't make you that don't make you
Working
masculine
out,
to me.
working
Yeah.
out. You are 8, 9-year-old boy. Your brother is 14, and your dad is saying, "Hey, I got a weight set. We're gonna teach you guys how to lift weights." And that's masculinity. That's growing into your manhood. He's getting you strong. It's going to be painful. You're willing to endure. And you can't say, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to go jump rope with my sister." Now, we know in the world, they said, well, being masculine is bad. So we know that, right? So you got to go let him jump rope or you're a bad guy. You're a bad dad. But there was time, Joey, when they would say, no, you can't go jump rope with your sister. Come on over here in the garage. We're going to lift some weights.
Hey, Platt. So, like, if you're a guy that grows up in a family and it's all male, I mean, you should protrude masculinity in fighting, and because growing up with all brothers, you're gonna be scrapping and doing a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, to some degree. Depends on the
Yeah,
family, though.
yeah. So let's take this back to last week then, because there was somebody that look. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. The Anton Daniels and Corey. Anton's from a house full of men.
Mm.
What does that mean?
Now, do we look at Anton as masculine? But he was willing to fight.
Fade life.
No, but you guys got to understand, Anton did that to himself. He went down to, why would you go to 5150? Okay, it would be the equivalent of you going to no jumper, and then you go there and you say a whole lot of shit you ain't supposed to say in the streets, and then you say what's going on. After niggas told you, hey man, you need to fix that, you said what? Fix what?
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying. He went down there beating his chest, and the dude said, all he said was fix it. Because look, as far as him being a masculine dude, Anton, he's a masculine dude. The conflict with his Christianity and the way he carries himself, that's debatable, but I don't see any, he doesn't come across to me as somebody he doesn't come across to me as a guy who would have a merce or wear fur boots.
Why you keep bringing up the merch, Platt?
Man, that's crazy to have a merch, man.
You know what, bro?
You can't let that go, man.
You bring it up. It's funny that you bring it
I got
up,
my
Platt,
merch,
because
and
I
I
look
love
at cats, even in the travel sector, that I'm like, man, you can't carry none of your stuff in your pocket anymore. You gotta have this like merce or sling bag around you. Like what happened to carrying stuff in our pockets?
Hey, that's crazy because I actually do carry my biscuit inside my merce.
Yeah, and I'll answer that question and I'll tell you what happened. Because niggas was carrying stuff in their pocket till niggas start walking up to them and say, run them pockets. It's very different when you have that sling, especially like if it's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You can't pickpocket or you can't dig in there. You'd have to run up on a person straight up.
I don't know.
I
You
can
don't
pull something out.
You don't need
run
no
those pockets or run that merce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need no merch.
If it's right there,
Nah, because you got I have it. You literally have concealed holsters. There's no reason for a man to have a merch unless he's trying to show off, man.
Well,
that's why that's why you initially have it. Of course, you're showing off, especially if it's Birkin. I don't know why you would do that, but
So what's the one with the strap around your chest? That's not a merce.
It's along the same lines. It's a thing bag.
It's a travel
bag.
Like
back in the 90s too.
Like a computer bag?
A satchel. Some shit
no,
like
the one
that.
all the travelers wear.
Yeah.
It seemed like it fits underneath their armpit, like where their arm touches their
elbow.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
That's what I got. That's not a merce, Platt.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
I ain't walking around with that because I used to have a suitcase holding it like a girl. Like, no, you gotta catch up with the times, baby. And she got me
I don't know about that one.
She got me the MCM travel bag. I just texted her. She said, "Yeah, it's a travel bag. It ain't no merce. A merce is the joint you put around your shoulders and all that." Like,
we had a name for it because we used to have those bags. They would tie when you would have it around the hip and it would clip together. We have them in the 90s. I forgot what
fanny pack.
Yeah, there we go. Fanny pack. That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, you had a fanny pack, Truth? Keep it real, Truth.
Nah, I didn't mess with fanny pack. I didn't carry nothing to justify a fanny pack, but dudes rocked them. And that's what these bags look like now, these satchels, these under the arm stuff. These niggas is carrying outright grandma purses that just happen to be leather. Look at what this nigga's carrying.
Those are crazy.
You guys remember?
But it's kind of hard for me to like wrap my mind around it because I like growing up with people who used to be out in the woods and hunting and stuff. They used to carry around the little satchels and the fanny packs and all that stuff.
Yep.
So I guess it's like when they made it a designer thing, it started turning effeminate. But I don't know. That's not my wheelhouse, man. I always grew up seeing guys with them because that's what we wore when we were in the woods and stuff. So
no, I agree with you. I agree with you, Free, because I ain't wear that like the fanny packs. I remember we all went to Disney World and they try to make us wear fanny packs. I'm like, I'm not wearing that shit.
You're not wearing it behind you. You're probably wearing it in front of you, right?
I'm not wearing behind and front, none of that. Because every chick I used to know in the hood used to wear those, and they used to have a fat ass. And I'm like, I'm not walking around like a hood bitch with a fanny pack on me. Like,
you ain't a hood booger,
Joey. look. At the end of the day, you know, how you present yourself to the world matters, and this is the way he's presenting himself. My thing is this, because we already know, like, man, this whole thing about being masculine, they really don't want you to be masculine. They don't want you to be a man, and where are the men? Where are the men? Like, where are the men in the sense that the masculine men? Okay, if Stefan can do what he's doing, how come I can't be a masculine dude? Why is it bad if I'm masculine, but it's okay if he's metrosexual?
Facts,
Hey, do
facts,
business up here. Hey, what's up? Do business.
facts.
I think do business
Yeah,
wants.
Because you know what? That's when you think about the term that has come out now: toxic masculinity. Like, when did it turn toxic to be a man?
There you go. Thank you. And that's the whole point we were trying to go through on this load right here. That they keep moving the goalposts with toxic further,
No,
further. So even just your natural, normal desires, the normal, healthy desires of a man is considered toxic.
no, they said like other men telling men stop crying and all that. They consider that like toxic masculinity. Like, why men can't cry? Me personally, I'm not crying in public in front of nobody, but they consider that as toxic masculinity. Plat. You know what
Hey,
I'm
they
saying?
call it
yeah,
toxic. The people who call it toxic are the people who think it's cool for them to cry. So you got to remember, the people speaking about that whole toxic thing, they're only speaking from their internal perspective. It is good for another man to tell another man not to cry. That's how you control your emotions. It's part of
You got
learning
to,
discipline.
and it's going to be harder for you. That's why when you're raised in a environment with men, they show you the path. They show you how to become a man. And you look at Stefan. He wasn't raised like that. And it's showing now. See, his as he gets older and he gets this exposure, it's letting him down because he thinks that this is okay. That's not okay, man. You're still a man, bro. You got plenty of money. Okay, you got a lot of women, but when it comes to being a man, you fall short, brother. You're not a man.
Yeah, yeah. What's good with y'all, man?
And what's
What's
up? Yeah,
good,
you
brother?
you
How you doing?
weak, brother. You
business.
weak. Yeah, you weak. You got it. Somebody got to say something to him about it, man. You failing us, man. We black men, bro. Come on, do better.
Well, I mean, if I can get in right quick, Platinum, you're absolutely right about the masculinity thing or whatever. A lot of guys all over the country, that I've seen. Yeah, it's a lot of flamboyant, guys out here, especially with, like you said, with the man purse and walking around with the fur boots and the big red shoes and all this kind of stuff. And you spoke about truck drivers. I didn't even seen truck driver dudes wearing sandals, while they're driving trucks. And,
Mhm.
some companies don't allow that. Some companies
What
like,
about those boots? What about those boots right there? Those
They from
fur boots.
India.
yeah, that's all of that stuff is fruity. And there's no such thing as a man bag. They just call it that to get men to buy it. It's a
Mhm.
purse. It's all it
Yeah,
is.
that's all it is. Yeah.
No such thing as
Facts,
a merce.
facts.
It's a purse. So it's just something that you have to adapt to it and accept when you see these type of things. Platinum, you don't have to do what other people are doing, but you just got to understand a lot of guys are getting their fingernails painted.
Yep.
uh Caleb Williams in the NFL does it.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
dude named Jeremy Lamb, they used to play in the NBA. I seen him on a podcast with his fingernails painted all kind of colors. So a lot of guys are just more open. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and they may be straight dudes, but they just dress and act feminine at
Hmm.
times. So yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
And I was about to say, I live here in Vegas, man. And one of the things I always attend every year is the rodeos. I enjoy them. I like going to see the bull riding, the horses, things like that. And I ain't never seen them cowboys, and majority of them are white with no painted nails, no
Yeah.
pink rodeo hat. Like, I mean, those dudes walking around there like men, bro. Like, they working on a ranch, um, beating up cow, whatever they doing.
Yeah, and just like what Platinum said earlier about the dudes wearing I don't know what it's called, glued hair or something, whatever they want to call it.
A
But
man weave, a man weave.
it's a boxer that was in the ring the other day,
Hmm.
and he got punched in the face, and dude knocked his hair off. I'm like, damn. I mean, if you bald headed, man, just be bald, dog. Like, I mean, there's nothing
It,
wrong with it.
and he
God
still
damn.
won the fight. So would you
And
not
that's
still consider him masculine? Like,
no,
Nah,
no,
yeah,
Man unit.
No.
yeah, he still won the fight. Yeah, I'm just saying, but why was it necessary for you to do that, knowing that you can get your head knocked, you get it knocked off your head? I mean, if you're doing that kind of stuff, like just be bald headed, bro. If you're bald,
How did he hold? How did he keep it on his head if he's bald?
It was
I
glued
don't know,
on.
they
It
but
was
have a
dude,
glued
glue.
on and he
They
sweat.
put a glue on it or
it
whatever.
was the most embarrassing thing. I said, man,
Well, he went. It got wet, and it's
yeah,
not
that
meant.
it's just
It's not meant to be used for a boxing ring.
oh
It's
my
something that
god.
you're going to dinner in and stuff. So it popped off his head, and
And you can get a hair transplant too, if because I used to wear the bald head, but I don't wear it anymore. I just let my hair grow. Got a small afro, so it's nothing wrong with wearing it. Because some guys look, pretty decent with the bald, but for you to try to disguise it, it's like, come on, man.
other than a
He's
haircut,
in disguise.
yeah,
God damn.
other than a haircut, um, male grooming. That's pretty much it. You get a haircut.
Yeah,
All of the stuff, dyeing beards, that's not masculine. All of the stuff that you're trying to anything related to what women do, that's a departure from it. Because the whole thing about being a man, you're just a man.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
I don't agree
I
with
just
that,
got a
Plat.
question about
Yeah,
I
that
don't
don't
have a
work,
I'm a
beard.
Black.
feminist.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
have a
agree with that.
beard, but dyeing beards, all men I've ever seen, even my grandpa and them, they always want to look younger, you know.
But okay, all right. Anything that's even remotely similar to what women do, men don't do. And as a man, you are what you are. You look like you look.
See
I'm not going to dye my
this.
beard to talk to these women or go to this church. But your woman's the medicine cabinet is filled with stuff.
Cause
See
Right?
you remember,
You
you
hold
remember,
on.
was it
Your
2 years
medicine,
ago? Y'all
your
remember 2 years
medicine.
ago when Rudy Giuliani was sweating in public
Yeah.
and he had dyed his hair and he had the ink was sweating down his face? I think that's always been something common amongst men,
See,
trying to
but
look younger.
Well, Rudy's not a very masculine dude.
this where it gets a little skewed, Plat. Because this is what I was saying earlier. Because even with the conversations where I remember Kev was having pause, where he was talking about men washing up, and men was like, "I ain't washing my ass. I don't wash my."
We don't
I'm
need
like,
Joy. We don't have to go.
We go to
Platt,
extreme.
but everybody goes to the exactly. People go to the extreme, like Platt. Just because a man take care of himself and he wants to
Mhm,
dye his beard or his hair, that doesn't
mhm.
make him not masculine or
Okay.
feminine. Like he's still a
Well,
man.
who said it? Okay, look, um, a
You said
man's
anything a man could
a
do
man's
behind like a
makeup.
woman.
You know what a man's makeup is? A bar of soap and a wet rag. That's his makeup.
well,
So,
it's
Anything you add some dye to it, you're leaning toward the feminine
so
side.
he can't exfoliate. He can't put no Noxzema on his face. He can't.
Yeah, all of that. And you talking
All
about
that
getting
pretty boy shit. Nah,
facials
yeah.
and shit. Okay, you can. You're right. We do
well, I
live
mean,
in a
it's
different
nothing
world
wrong with
today.
taking care of your skin though. But
I
that's
was just
different.
about to say that. Like I'll take
That's
care of
that.
my skin, bro.
Yeah, that's different. But I mean, with the beard dyeing thing, that's just embarrassment of the gray. That's all that is. A lot of dudes don't like gray hair, so they be like, all right, I'll paint
They
it,
just diet.
black,
Yeah.
but it's still gonna turn back gray anyway, or brown or whatever color it is. So it's really a waste of time to do that because you got to do it consistently. But it's a lot of guys do that as well, platinum. So I mean, ain't nothing you can do about that.
Well, you got to know how to do it. I know a guy. He gets his diet every 3 to 4 days.
That's insane. That
Yeah.
would just
No,
yeah.
no, no. Well, you got to know how to. What I'm saying, you can throw it on there too long, and it'll be jet black, and let it grow out. Or you can get it dyed the proper way, and after over three, you keep doing it. All that gray is gone, man. It looks very natural
Well, you
because
got
you
to keep
because
doing
you
it though.
keep. Well, yeah, yeah. Just gotta get a haircut.
He heavy on the Beijing. He need to
Nah.
cool out.
That's a waste of money to me. But I can't tell another man what to
They
do.
got the new stuff now that you don't even gotta dye it. They got like a brush. You can brush it and your gray hair can go away. I seen some guys doing, but it's up to you as a man. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just Joey, but when it come to black men, we gotta skew everything is pause. Oh man, you sassy, you soft. I'm like, come on, bro.
Man,
Because some stuff that
think
brothers
about
do
how
is
great
kind of soft,
Diddy is
Joey.
now.
It's soft, but a lot of the things that are being emphasized are basically it's performative masculinity, because like I said before, you could have a guy, and you have plenty of guys that don't do any of that effeminate stuff. They don't present the part. They look completely masculine, but they don't have any control of themselves. They don't take any responsibility for their lives. They make excuses for everything. They do everything that when you look at what masculinity actually is, holding the weight of it, they can't hold it. They can't carry the weight of masculinity. So they have to, like, it's not as clear cut as what this is on the screen.
No,
Like this
that's a
is a this
personal
is a
thing.
this is a facet of it, you know what I mean? But it's not the whole clear cut thing. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's you talking about something totally different. That's a personal issue with that particular person. I know what you're talking about, but
What
they
you mean?
still look like a man. So I mean, how they are as a person, that's not really the point. Is what Platinum is talking about is appearance.
Yeah. And
Uh
and
You
huh.
and
see
do,
what I'm
and
saying?
do business. Why not him? He's a millionaire. Why doesn't he go get him a nice pair of boots? Maybe snake boots or gaiters. Um, get him a belt, expensive belt. The guy's a football player. He's a wide receiver.
Because
Put a
all his
little
baby mamas love that shit.
put a little a muscle tee on, man. You be in the gym. What's wrong with that? So you say, why not dress like that? See, why would you want to dress like this? That's what I'm saying. It's not a very masculine dude.
No,
It's
not at all. Not at
it's
all.
just
Quavo
something you
Quavo
have to
wasn't
get
going for
used to
this.
seeing. Man. You gonna have to
Yeah.
get used to seeing it, Platinum. Dude's gonna wear,
And this is
I'm
hurting
gonna
us
wear
as
what
red
I
black.
want. I don't give a
It's
damn.
hurting us as black men because it's making us look real soft. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring up the body weight,
Us.
right? Yeah, if you got over 25% body weight, you're not masculine. You got to get in the gym, man. You got to hit the weights. You can't claim to be a masculine man and you all soft
25% body fat or body weight?
body fat.
Okay.
I
You got to bring it down,
That's a
man.
very
Bring it
that's
down to
actually a
about
very good point. Yeah, I'm rolling with that.
yeah.
You can't
If
you
you
can't be
all
looking
out of
soy and
shape,
soggy,
yeah,
calling yourself what men are supposed to do. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm with that.
We're not supposed to just be gluttons and just all swole up and Cheerios on our shirts. Nah, man, that's you getting away. And I'll tell you something. The thing about it is, if you get away from it, you're gonna pay for that because you need to stay within those guidelines of being a man. It's just good for you as you live your life. It's just, but when you drift out, you can do it. You can drift out, but you pay for it in the long run.
it's far beyond going Platinum. I mean, because we can talk about all kinds of stuff. How some dudes have lost their masculinity. It's a wrap for some people. You're gonna have to get used to it. We all have to. Because I mean, I was at the with the CVS one time, and it was this white dude in there with very flamboyant with painted fingernails. I kind
Mhm.
of felt uncomfortable, but I needed to load some money on one of my
Why
prepaid
you
credit
felt
cards
uncomfortable? Do business?
because I hate being around dudes that's fruity. I'd be like,
Huh?
"What's wrong with you, man?" Like that's what
Here
I'm
come
saying in my
Joey.
mind.
Why?
I got
See,
you, man.
this is what
No,
I'm
no, hold
saying.
up, hold
I'm
up.
not
Why?
We're not
judging them
talking,
though.
Joy. We don't
I'm
want to
not
talk
judging.
about this. I don't know why
It's
you about.
just
We're
funny.
not talking about nothing dealing with no gay stuff. That's gay
I didn't
stuff.
say nothing gay. I say he
No,
felt
he said
uncomfortable, but
fruity.
why
Yeah,
should
okay,
he feel?
okay, do business, but we don't want to because this is YouTube, man. You can't really talk about that stuff.
Well, I'm not trying to talk about it like that. I'm just saying like some guys don't act like normal men. They look like they still a man, but it's like when you see them, it's like they just look very fruity, and I don't
So,
like
so,
it.
so, do business.
Okay.
Did he have on regular attire as a man? He just had his fingernails painted.
Yeah, he had on his uniform, but like I said, his hair looked real funny. He talked real funny, and I was like, damn, but I still had to do what I had to do. So I mean, I'm not judging people that's like that. It's just very uncomfortable because you're not used to a man being that way. But we have to get used to it.
No, the hell we don't. I'm with
I
you,
mean,
bro. I ain't comfortable
if
around
you
that
in
shit.
public, I mean, you ain't got no choice with sometimes you have to work with these
Walk
people. I'm
in.
serious.
Work. Okay. Well,
It's nothing you can do about it. That's what I'm
I got
saying.
that.
Those are
Yeah,
Yeah,
dudes.
I
if
got
I'm
you there.
handling business, I ain't worried about but I ain't
Yeah.
gonna be around him chilling if I know like, yeah, I get that, but no, you was like I feel uncomfortable. I'm like, nah, you there to handle business. You ain't there to be cool with him or be your best friend. Like, that's what I was
I
saying. Do
got you, but
business.
so you telling me that you ain't never felt a certain way when you come across a dude that's flamboyant or just very feminine acting?
If I'm
You ain't
taking
never.
care, if I'm taking care of my business, if I got something to do, I'm taking care of that. I'm not
I
trying to
know,
be. I'm
But
not
it
hanging
really
around.
don't. But
but I'm.
do business, it really don't matter.
It really don't.
Especially if you doing a public space. Just you do go in there. You go into the Apple store. The dude that's helping you might be on that. I mean, he gonna help you with your phone. You get your phone fixed, you leave.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Have you ever felt uncomfortable? That's my point.
You know what? No, not uncomfortable. But I'm
Okay.
not. I mean,
Okay.
just for the period of time we had a guy. He was like that. He worked with him. He was. But see, a lot of times some people they pretty do business. They keep to themselves.
I got you, but that's a part of losing your masculinity, man. That's all I'm saying. But it
Well,
ain't no
not if
big
they
deal.
keep. Not
Well,
if
it don't
they
it
keep
don't
to
it don't
themselves.
rub off on you, do business. That's not how it works. Like I understand what you're saying. Like working in healthcare, I've dealt with rainbow patients that come in when I used to draw blood and all that stuff. I used to draw blood for them so I could run it in labs and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it took me a little. It is a little uncomfortable at first, but
That's all.
I
My
just
nigga.
yeah. But I ended up you just talk to them like any other person, and a lot of times they'll
They
start
are.
talking and
Yeah.
no. But what I'm saying is that like okay, yeah, that ain't a good way to put it. You just talk past the discomfort and
Yeah.
then eventually you just you forget about it. Um,
If you worked in a store,
mhm.
dudes come in there, women come in there, dudes come in there dressed up like women. What are you gonna do? Tell them they can't buy that stuff? You gotta check them out. You sit there, they go over there, order, you looking right at them, say that's a man. You check them out, then they leave.
So that's what I'm telling you, Platinum. It's something that we have to get used to. So yeah, I agree with you on the Stephon Diggs thing. We gonna have to get used to athletes dressing fruity like Russell Westbrook. You know, you got to
Yeah,
get
you
used
just
to it.
gotta. It's just
Okay.
something that you would have to like keep you know. If you have kids, you just keep them, homeschool them or something. Keep them away,
If you want to,
like for as long as you can. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gotta.
the problem free zone is this. Your kids, you can raise your kids to be like Stephon Diggs. Nobody, they would applaud you. But if you raise your kids to be like Apollo Creed, if you raise your kids to be like your veteran grandfather, society will get mad at you. He's a caveman. Why are you raising him like that?
Right, but this is where and this is why I was disagreeing with do business about the masculinity thing because as men you're not supposed to care about that what society has to say or any of that stuff. Like I get the appearance of it, but if they don't care, why would you care?
That's not true.
What they gonna
That's
do?
not
What they gonna
masculinity.
do?
That's not
Absolutely.
true.
I'm saying,
Masculinity
explain.
is literally you caring what society thinks of you. That's what
No,
masculinity
it's
is.
Well, I
not.
mean, explain that
No,
more,
it's
free
Of course
not.
it
zone.
is.
What you mean?
No, it's not.
Well, here I'll give you an example. You wear certain clothes and you look a certain way when you go out.
Y- Okay.
You carry yourself and you speak to people a certain way. You don't
Okay.
run away. You don't run away from things when you should stand your ground. You fight in wars because you believe it's the right thing and you think everybody else should do the same. So you speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
uh-huh.
it's called, that's what not everything has to do with your image and how the public sees you. Of course it does.
I
How
agree
it,
Oh,
with him.
if
you're
if
very
it's
I agree
not
with
protective.
based
him.
on yeah, if it's not based on what people think of you, then why would you do it?
I
and,
agree
and,
with him.
and you're very, very protective of women. to a fault. You're always protecting women. I'm talking about you, that guy that's saying, "You okay?" He's walking to our car. "Oh, I'm fine, thank you." "You okay?" "Oh, this guy, my boyfriend. He's like, where is he?" It's we're not like that anymore. But what I'm saying is, that's what the guy was saying. You guys have gotten so far from a masculine man that y'all think a masculine man is toxic when they're not masculine enough.
But
They should be way more masculine than
but
they are
see,
right
that's
now.
but that's
this
what
is
I'm
the
saying.
point.
Like,
Yeah.
if you think that what you're doing as a man, society looks down at it, should you change what you're doing just because society looks down at it?
That make you
Should
more
you do that?
masculine, not Karen. Yeah, like with
Well,
Stefan.
so sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was gonna say, truth. That's why I said it evolved. It's different now. I understand what you were just saying. I agree. But things today, especially these younger guys, I do what I want. That's what make me masculine. I can wear painted nails. I can wear fur
Right,
boots
that's what they say.
versus all that now. And I'm still a man at the end of the day. I can do the same thing as a masculine man, but still wear and do what I want. Like, I agree with Freeman
Yeah,
when he just said
You
that.
like
you can't
so
be you can't call
it's
yourself
masculine to
masculine
be it's
if you
masculine to
so
be
you
aware of
That
what's
doesn't
going
make me
on in
dismissive. I don't
society, but
understand.
it's not masculine to be ruled by society's expectations of you. I'm sorry, it's
Exactly.
just not.
I mean that's
well,
what
wait a minute, hold on.
masculinity
Now we're going way
masculinity
too
is.
far now.
No.
No,
Do
no,
business. This
that
is a
is
good
actually
convo.
not.
Go ahead,
That's
do business. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
this
do business.
is a
We're
good
going.
convo.
I'm saying we're going a little bit too far now. Just let's
well,
just be.
we all agree with the guy. The guy Stefan Diggs on the screen is we get it, bro. He feminine.
But nah,
Nobody with this, so we could,
I gotta
you
answer
know.
what y'all just said.
Okay.
Just like True Teller just said, yes, you do care what other people think because you do want people to know you and look at you and know that that's a man right there. So yeah, just because a guy wants to dress fruity and still say he's a man, well, I'm looking at you and saying that you're not. So you can say what you want to say, but you look fruity. So appearance means everything. That's a part of your masculinity as well. I don't want to. I don't want people to look at me and think that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
So
matters.
The other
everything that you do
yeah,
has to be, labeled masculine. Everything that you do.
Right.
the
But
other problem
okay, go
I was
ahead.
going to say to your point about society, the other problem is society also tells you what's masculine, right? So you have
Uh-huh.
these people talk about toxic masculinity. By the way, that doesn't exist. There's no such thing. But you have these people tell you toxic masculinity, but these are the same people that'll call you homosexual for doing the exact same thing, right? So you got to be careful when you're talking about, um, you know, masculinity and doing what society wants. Society still wants masculine men. They just don't want the part of masculinity that you take control. See, that's where the restriction comes from.
Well,
And this dude, he looks like a weak dude walking in these boots. He's not going to take control of nothing.
Well, this is where I don't think they want black men specifically. I think it's almost they want to breed the masculinity out of these guys.
Oh yeah,
and we're in the Super Bowl. This Super Bowl week, it's all types of people there. Doing reporting. A lot of white men, Asian men. They're laughing. They're laughing at this black dude that's dressed up like that. He's a buffoon. So, and they're also laughing at black people because they're saying, look at this shit. And he's rich. And guess what? He just got a rapper, Cardi B. He got her. They're looking at this. Look at these people. They're clowns.
Platt. They do the same thing on a different level. Like, I don't agree with that.
What white man you see dressed up like that?
There's plenty of them. They just don't sit up.
Arch Manning walking around with those boots
I
on.
knew you was about to start saying names, Platt. I knew you was about to. I knew you was going to.
Well, I mean,
I knew you was about to
he's
start
right,
calling
Platinum.
names.
Joy is right. You got these gothic type people that be doing that
Plenty
kind of
of
stuff.
them. I don't know them by name.
Yeah, there was this white dude in the NBA. I can't think of
but
his
that's
name.
not feminine being gothic, right? That's
Well,
not
they
feminine.
do get their nails painted,
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, it is.
They wear thongs. Like,
Absolutely.
Goth
Who was
chicks
that white dude in the
is
NBA
a
that had his
goth
neck
woman
tattooed?
is also she's a woman, so they're feminine. I don't have a problem with goth chick. Have you seen those women?
I was
the
talking about
women.
dudes,
We talking about the
gothic
No, we're
guys.
talking
dudes.
about
I ain't
we're
seen
talking
the
about the
dudes. I
guys,
seen the
man.
women.
They be
And
I'm talking
wearing
about the dudes.
some of them
they be
women
wearing
fine as a
fishnets
motherfucker.
You
and
like a gothic
She
chick,
is.
Platt?
Some of them women fine as hell, bro.
You like
no,
that?
no, definitely. I'm with
I
Platt.
don't.
Boo-hoo
I'm with
chick.
Platt. Yeah, they
I
got a
don't like
couple
the
of
big.
them.
I don't like the big ones. The big ones scare me because they little.
Okay.
They be wearing the big boots and
He said
the
the big
all
one.
black.
The big
Yeah,
boots. Yeah.
yeah.
And we're not talking about like the ones that are all the way into it, right? With the face look like jungle gyms and all that stuff. We're talking about like the girls that are on like the fringe of
Yeah,
No,
goth.
I'm
You know what
talking
I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm talking about
Hey,
the
who was
goth females who stay in the attic or whatever, turn pale white, come down
Yikes,
in that
Platt,
black,
what?
come down in that like that Count
Looking
Dracula
like Marilyn
black.
Manson.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, they come down in that thing, man. Some of them look, some of them women fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Some of
I
them,
don't
but you
know,
better watch
Platt.
them though. You better watch them
I
chicks.
don't know.
He said pale.
Better
Yeah, you
watch
know how
them.
they don't
Like
be in
they
the
ain't seen
sun.
sunshine
They
in
don't get
weeks.
tan. Yeah, they don't want to
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
You talking about the one that looked like the mom off the Adams Family, Platt? That's cool if she
Okay.
looked like that.
Hmm.
But
Hey,
I'm gonna
Morticia.
say this
Hey,
again. Some
Morticia
of
was
them,
bad.
we could go over
yeah,
to
nope.
TikTok. I'm not, but I'm saying any of us can go over to TikTok, put hashtag goth females, and you'll get. Some of those women are fine. That's all I'm
Hey
saying.
Platt, who was that chick back in the days? She was like she dressed up like a vampire
Elvira,
and Elvira. She
With them big
man,
boobies.
woo, yeah.
she old now though, man.
I'm just saying, but she had some big, she was real top heavy.
She got in trouble. That program got in trouble. They said she was teasing young men. She was
She
bad to young
was.
men. Yeah, so I mean, they say it's. I think she got banned in a lot of places because they didn't like that.
Obviously, it wasn't the young men that complained. I know that for sure.
Well, what they trying to look out for them. They're too young to be looking at that woman like that.
I seen one movie of her when I was younger. I kind of bricked up a little bit. I'm like, damn, what's that? That white girl got some boobies on her, cuz.
That
But
nigga said he bricked up. Okay.
I bricked right on up, stick right on up. I said, oh shit. In between her and that little Kim poster, yeah, I bricked up. I'm like, hold on, what's going on with me? I'm ready. But no, I get what you saying.
That
But
man
no,
said boobies too. That's crazy.
yeah, I did.
Boobies.
We gotta be PG-13 over here. We gotta
She was
be.
all right.
Yeah,
No, she
I
was
ain't hear
all right.
that in
No,
years.
she was all right.
I had to go. What's his name? Free the corny. Jason Whitlock. I had to go. Jason Whitlock.
Yeah, Whitlock with the peanut butter cup. The
caramel
peanut,
skin and
the peanut butter tops.
I had to go that
You
mode
know,
on.
you know who's a witch though, right? You know who's a Wiccan. You know who, right?
Who?
In the space, right? You know that's She-Ra. She-Ra 7 is a
She-Ra
witch.
7? She a witch?
A Wiccan.
She's a witch.
She's a
Oh,
witch.
Wiccan?
Yeah, she's a Wiccan.
Oh.
She's a witch. She's
Who is
not a
that?
Christian or none
That
of that.
doesn't.
No, she's a
That
witch.
I don't
doesn't
know who
surprise
she
me.
is.
Well, she's a witch. That's what I'm saying. So if you
I
go
mean,
to TikTok,
most.
if you go
Yeah.
to TikTok and put hashtag witches, some of them, man, some of them witches is. Well, look, maybe I had
Don't do it,
maybe
Platt.
I'd be over there
What's
looking
up with
through
you,
that
Platt?
stuff, man. Some white girls.
What's
Man,
up?
Hey,
man, I don't know what's
Is she
going on.
black?
That's over in that goth
Hey.
sector.
Is
Some of
she
them
black?
witches,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
Man, y'all got
She's
man,
a black
some of them
female?
witches fine. It be black women over there. Man, some of them witches fine, bro.
You better watch them chicks, but
Yeah, Platt, you
Nah,
wildin'.
they are.
I
They
dealt with
definitely are,
I
but they
dealt with a
crazy.
couple of them, like the ones with the moonstones, and they be reading the tarot cards. You gotta watch out for them.
Yeah.
Platt.
They
Don't-
insane. They are
don't-
insane.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm cool.
take a reading. Oh shit, why not?
But Platt,
Yeah.
you're gonna take more than that.
you get them mad. Like
They've expanded, man. Even the black women done expanded
Right.
in them spaces, bro.
Flying and
They
flying.
got a whole bunch of fine ass black metal chicks now. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's
yikes.
they everywhere, man. They
Yikes.
everywhere.
Yikes.
All
They be
shapes and
long,
sizes
they be
and colors and
Oh my god.
flavors and
And that's
backgrounds and
I don't particularly
Yeah.
care for the metal. I don't care for the goth, but these women, I guess they grow up in mostly white neighborhoods and they're just growing up. They're 18, 19, probably had a white guy for a boyfriend. Man, some of them women fine. I'd be like, damn. And then they ain't really around black people. I said, man, niggas don't be fucking with that.
But what I'm
Look at
saying
this
is, Black,
motherfucker right here. No, I said, look at this motherfucker right here, man. Niggas ain't fucking with this. I said, man, I got to go out here to motherfucking Utah. Fuck this.
Hey,
This
Platt, my
Hey,
motherfucker
They devil
fine.
worshippers, Platinum. You got to
my
understand
neighbor
that.
like
Utah,
3 doors
Idaho.
down. She gothic. Like she got all the tattoos and all that. And my daughter, she actually cool with my daughter. Like that's not the type of woman that I think that somebody need to be walking around with. Them big ass boots, the tattoos, like
No,
Tree
I
said, with
got
all the
you.
rings in the air and all
Yeah.
that. She looked like she got some good cootie though. But other
Well,
than
no,
that,
my thing is you could get tired of the black community. You can get tired of the women in the sense they run through. It's the same thing. You go to Chicago. If you go to the inner city, it's the same thing. And you could want to date a different type. You know, not so.
You gotta diversify, Platt.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
what I'm
to.
saying. So when you
Yeah,
look
man.
around at those communities, what I'm saying as a man, you looking through those communities, you say, well, man, if I can just get out of this goth shit, this motherfucker fine. If I can just get out of this witch shit, this motherfucker fine.
Yeah, man.
you,
We'll be looking at Platt on the screen, walking around with big old DC shoes, fucking chains hanging off his side pockets and shit. Yeah, Platt, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Now, they probably don't even like, most of those women don't even like black men. So.
yeah, they
Riding
really don't.
skateboards and shit.
Shit, nah, we ain't
They
doing
do
that.
business. What you say? They ride
Nah.
skateboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want no bitch riding no skateboard. Like, what I'm gonna do with that, Platt? Like, she popping willies and ollies and all that.
There's
Well,
a
as long as she
skateboard
rides
park
it.
near my house. There'll be black chicks out there. There's more black chicks than black males out there skateboarding, and they be serious.
Yeah, man. You
We
better
gotta
ollie into
open
that
up-
box, man.
We got to open up our minds on this stuff.
Hey, kick flip into that cooch.
No,
Yeah, you gotta chill, man.
It's real narrow. It's real narrow-minded to think, okay, go to the strip club in Chicago, hang out on the block, and then get back on the plane and go back home. That's being real narrow-minded. The women come from a lot of different areas, and this is the thing. If you venture out, you find this woman is no kids. This motherfucker is a vegan. The only thing she is, she want to be a goth chick, or like you said, she's a metalhead. You said beyond that, everything, and then they're out there though. You guys, you said you seen them. They're out there.
Just give me a normal white chick, man.
Hey,
She got to be white.
Hey, Platt, you ain't never dealt with one of them earthy type chicks?
Erica
Badu?
I haven't dealt with them, but I know what you're talking about. Like I've seen them. I've been in close proximity as far as like dudes I hang out with. They dated them, but nah, like me, nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I dealt with one, Joy. I dealt with one before in Atlanta. She was bugged out, bro.
They be bugged out,
I
but
can't,
boy, oh
bro.
boy.
She was bugged out. And she was a pothead, too. She smoked so much weed. I said, damn.
Man, they love weed, boy. Ooh,
Them bitches are dumb, man. I can't do it, man.
They ain't real big.
I can't, bro.
They're not real big on cleaning this either.
No, the hair on these days. Yeah, the hair, and that's the only
grass
thing.
is on the infield. Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, they be cute, and you know they do their thing. But yeah, that's the only the hygiene part with the growing the hair. That's the only downfall. But I don't know. Like Platt said, y'all gotta diversify sometimes. Go find you a gothic chick. Hey, do business. You might like that gothic white chick, bro. You might she might got something good
They
for
in
you.
demand though. Hold up, white gothic chicks. They in demand. He got to replace a lot of white boys.
That's all that's over there, honestly.
Put on a Dragon Ball T-shirt, do business, get you a Pokemon hat.
I gotta get inside her head to see where she at. Like, I gotta
now
really analyze
it.
Joey,
I got
so
to,
you know
man.
that comic book shit is fire now with these girls. It's not even comic book. The anime thing where they dress, they cosplay. It's big for
Comic-Con. I've been looking at it. They be them little white chicks. They be looking bad. They be cosplaying, looking like characters. They be thick as hell.
Yo, you know the video.
In them little
probably
skirts.
the most popular video out there was the chick that was dressed like Wednesday Addams, the Dominican chick that was dancing.
She's a gymnast. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a cosplay, and I was like, damn, she's kind of thick.
Cosplay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Last year I was in Charlotte around this time, and I saw Asian chicks with those short skirts walking around. It was like 40 degrees. and they was walking around taking pictures in they were kind of cosplaying. They had the little skirt on. They had this weird stuff in their hair and this looked like a Sailor Moon outfit. They was just walking around taking pictures, y'all. They out there. They traveling.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's really my lane because I actually like black strippers who work at the white club.
But they got to be vanilla though, Platinum. See,
They got mixed. No, they got mixed. No, I mean, if that's what you're looking for. I'm saying there's mixed women, but I'm saying the reason I like that, and that's real, like small. That ain't even taking no departure. I'm still being in the streets. But the reason I like that is they have to be a little bit different because the white customer is not like the black customer. So they won't hire them if they really, really ghetto. And a lot of times they be into, stuff like you said, a metalhead. You could be just there hanging out, and she loves Def Leppard, she loves Metallica, and you said, "Well, I'm familiar with it." Oh, I love that. That's what I'm saying. So, but that's a whole different story.
I'm saying, but you know what I mean by vanilla, right?
White women?
Nah, I'm talking about in the bedroom. She got to be vanilla. See, you got to watch some of these chicks because if they into all this stuff, but then
who gonna be
you don't know
vanilla? Who, you? I mean, like
I'm saying vanilla basically means normal and basic. You know what I'm saying?
Man, women, a lot of times, man,
they be into some freaky
women,
stuff, man. That's what I'm saying.
Women are women. You're right. You can't judge a book by the cover on that. They might be the biggest freak. The woman that you think is a bookworm, still, that might be that woman, that be the one that blow your mind.
Man, I'm good.
Gets to the point where she have you painting your fingernails, right? Black.
You see what I'm? Nah.
See how it leads?
Yeah, there's man. I ain't gonna paint no fingernails, man.
See where it leads? Platter be hanging out with some golf chick, painting his fingernails black, dyeing his hair, wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
No, a lot of the sisterhoods, man, they just can't leave the streets alone, and I'm done with the streets. They can't leave the streets alone, and I'm not gonna let them drag me back. And I don't want to be down there.
Oh, you done with the hood chicks, Flat?
Well, if they keep trying to drag me in the streets, they gotta let the streets go.
Streets keep calling you, Platt.
They ain't calling me, no, that's calling them.
Just be calling me. Just be calling me.
I'm done with it, man. I mean, my days are like overseas. I'm done. There's things that they come to a close, man, and no, I don't want to do it.
Hey, Platt, what happened with that stream?
I don't know what happened. Some kind of way. And I'm real suspicious about one of the individuals who was on the stream.
Was it Truck?
But I don't want to accuse him without any evidence.
Was you talking about
Truck? Some kind of way I got jammed off my stream.
That man,
what does that even mean?
How many hours was the stream?
It was only hours.
I was on StreamYards, man. I had to get out, and it wouldn't let me back in. That's never happened before.
So Platt, that guy Nana, he's a cop, right? Because people were saying in the chat.
Might be. I don't know.
So I understand why he goes so hard on the pass. Well, not really, but he was going crazy on the passport guys. And Azriel.
Okay, but this is the thing. Hold on, but Joy, this is the thing. It's called an ambush.
Yeah.
I just saw the dude.
Yeah.
He gave me his email, and I said I wanted to talk to him, and I wanted to pit him against Truck 1-on-1. We'll do it again, right?
Okay.
Truck finally found his rhythm late. You guys probably didn't hear that part. And we in the stream. He got the stream though. He probably be looking at some of it. But
I mean, Truck had some good points.
No. To bring him down here, you gotta understand, Joey, because this is YouTube. People do stuff. For me to bring him here, he comes here, and then I let Azriel attack him. That's like an ambush.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Azriel had good points when he was saying things, but he made it personal when he started saying, other things about him.
And I was trying to explain that to him. Hey, man, Azriel, why don't you just wait? We could talk to that brother. He can come back, and you and him can do it. But he kept attacking him. I said, no, man, I can't do this, man. You can't. And they do that on these things. They invite you to come to a chat or a panel or a platform, and then some nigga on there yelling at you. And you're like, I didn't come down here for that.
Yeah, but
but that sounds like the funniest dude, man.
Corey.
But
that nigga funny as hell.
Throughout the years, we seen how the conversation with the guys traveling with the passport guys, they got fire in their belly. you know what I'm saying? They ready to breathe that fire on the people who go against them. That's all Azrael was
And that's
defending.
the problem, though, Joey. That's the entire problem, that a guy like Azrael, who doesn't do what Floyd does, is out here caping for Floyd.
I don't think he was caping.
No,
He
I don't
just
think he
was
was
trying to.
either.
That's
He
how
was
it
just
comes
trying to
across,
defend.
Joey.
He was
I
just
don't
trying.
think he was either.
He was just trying to defend the passport bros. Just
Yeah.
the
You
whole
can't
thing was.
defend them, Joey. You can't defend them.
Well, see, I think when you listen to Azrael, what he was saying was like, how do you identify? Like, how do you identify who's a passport bro? And he
Whoever
was
said,
saying, well, the country you go to, like, that's not really true.
but those guys have all these guys have all at some point claimed to be passport bros, and they've also been dubbed passport bros. And the whole concept of, I'll send you $1,500 in donations so you can go back overseas, that's coming from passport bros.
But Platt,
The
does it mean?
donations are coming from passport bros. So what I'm saying is, you're financing the trips and you send them over there. How you then gonna turn around and say that? How you gonna then turn around and say he's not a passport bro?
Yeah, bad
No,
reputation.
but
They got a
Platt,
bad reputation now.
this the thing though. They all disowned the passport bros. J. Rello, Floyd, Austin. So does it mean? I'm asking the question because I ain't got no bone in this fight. That's in between the passport guys and the, whatever the detractors. But when guys say they not passport bros, do you still consider them as passport bros just because?
If they being financed by the community, yes.
But how would we even know that?
Well, you just see this stream.
Because most of these guys ain't traveling. These guys that be giving them money.
Floyd's a passport bro.
Okay, he said he not, but all right.
Okay.
That's what
him and Austin both said they not.
Brazil says he is. Brazil says he is passport bro. The Brazilian government says Floyd is a passport bro.
I don't know.
They also labeled the passport bro a criminal organization like the mafia.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said bad reputation now.
Yeah,
Hey Corey, no, he ain't getting married. Corey asked was Chuck Berry got to his older brother. No, he ain't getting married.
Don't nobody want his ass, man. Come on.
Chuck
that's the homie,
there.
man. That nigga funny
Chuck
as
my
hell,
guy.
dog.
Chuck my guy, but he just out
That's
here. He doing his thing. He going to Thailand, taking them business trip. You know what I mean? First class.
But you know what? I got a theory that
buying all the cars.
I got a theory that it's not like, you know how Nana was telling us that he was behind getting some of the channels shut down. I really don't think it's him. I actually kind of believe, this is my theory, I think they got Floyd in a room and he's pointing out who is who. And he's shutting them down.
But see, my problem with that is that's Brazil. I don't know how much they care about YouTube and social media.
Why don't they care about YouTube and social media? Because that's the platform that they're bringing, or they're attracting that deviant behavior to, right? Because I even heard you say this in your stream. You said, well, you guys were showing this and that's what attracted Floyd to you. So they were showing it on YouTube.
Well, that is what attract. That's going to attract any sexual deviant. If I'm a sexual deviant, and it says, hey, all you got to do is go to this country and you can be as deviant as you want. And not only that, there's a community of men who will pay for the ride. Yeah, you're going to get more Floyds.
But what I'm saying is that you just contradicted yourself. You said, well, I wouldn't think they'd be going after YouTube. And then you co-signed and said, yeah, because the platform is bringing those deviant behaviors to it.
Okay, no. Okay. YouTube, Brazil. YouTube, what is that? YouTube is American, right? Is an American creation?
It's just an internet platform.
I think the headquarters in California.
I would think the individuals who are, like you say, taking down platforms, I would tend to think they're coming from America. Now, when you say Brazil, Brazil is still Brazil. So do they have that much influence? They have some, but you might be right. That might be him knocking down platforms. It might be. It was a white guy. He got his knocked down. He was married and everything. He was lying. He went out, married a Filipino woman. He was posting up his smiles. He had his kid on there. But he had a couple of videos, he probably had 3,000 videos. Out of that, maybe 15 15 of them videos were questionable videos. This girl must have been 12 years old. He was picking her up, hugging her and stuff, all on the camera. And that's when people said, nah, this dude is on some other shit. Fuck that marriage shit. He using that as a front to hide his other intention. They took him down. As a matter of fact, he got arrested. He wasn't caught by Americans. He was caught by Filipino citizens who reported his behavior to the authorities. They came, they arrested him.
I would tell you, if you're any type of man that's in any Asian country, Philippines, Thailand, that you better verify ID, because I mean, some of them look very young, but they like 40 years old, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful there. You might don't assume that she's 40 or 30, but they do kind of carry themselves like they look like young girls, and next thing you know, they're like, damn, you got 3 kids and you 36? Okay.
The thing about Asia, or how about Japan? The thing that amazed me about Japan is, they don't they're very healthy. They don't have a meat diet. They have like a rice, shit like that. And rice and seafood. That's mostly what they eat. A little bit of a steak, but they don't have like a steak as the main course. It'll be rice with a piece of steak. So they're very healthy, man. The women over there are very healthy. Flat stomachs, big legs, right? Long hair. So, and that's just how their society's made, right? They're real big on health. So yeah, so that to a certain degree, living over there, that was quite attractive. Just being around that, because you go somewhere, motherfucker was healthy as fuck. Now we come here, and that's the thing, right? God says Popeyes and KFC and obesity. That's not like they don't even live like that over there. And I talked to one of the girls. I said, "You ever had a 3-piece, 4-piece?" She said, "What?" I said, 4 pieces of Kentucky Fried Chicken. She said, "Never." She said, "Why would I eat 4 pieces of Kentucky?" I was like, "Ain't that something, man?" She said, like, I wouldn't even do that. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat coleslaw, corn, some green beans, and then I'll eat 1 piece of chicken. And then all that walking they do a lot of walking, man. They, bikes and they walk a lot. Way more than we do. They just
Yeah.
how they do. They just walk.
Well, they got a simpler public transportation than we do in most of our states.
But it's nothing for them to walk 2 miles to the mall and walk back, laughing the whole time. It's not the way we look at it. It's like the way over there, that's common. It's because so many people do it. The bikes are very common. But, it's a different world, man.
Yeah, totally.
They also, when you get into the nightclubs, you get into Western society. When you go into the strip clubs, guess where you just entered? You entered Western society, because they behave like Western women. Now, you shouldn't go there. If you choose to go to those places, you're going to be dealing with westernized women. Green hair, selling slaw, nigga coming through the window. That's what we don't deal with those females. You know they got a golf over there. You know they got a golf. They have a golf community over there. Golf chicks. They got a whole community of golf chicks overseas. And yeah, man, no, I never dealt with them, but they have all that stuff, that all black, that little gown on. They be pearly white. They can get white, man. They can get dark, and they can get white. I've seen them with the tans. They get darker than a black person. But when they want to, their skin, if they stay inside, they'll get real bright. And I've
What
seen a
parts of
couple
Japan you been to, Platt?
of Beipu, Osaka, Yokosuka, what's the one? What is that? I can't remember this other one.
Were you in the Navy?
I was in the service.
Oh,
I was in one of them.
okay. Because
Yeah, I
you
hate
said
these
you're close
niggas.
to.
No, you know how these niggas are.
Yeah, it don't matter. You out of it. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you know how these niggas are. These niggas, bro. Niggas want to see me like a bitch, man. I be like, damn. I be like, what bitch want to see me though? I be like, I'll show you a picture. It be a nigga, man. I said, what? Be a nigga. I said, what this nigga want to see me? This nigga. A lot of these niggas on, yeah, a lot of these niggas on something else on it. But that's you too. I'm not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say just stay private, man, because people get weird out there, man, especially in this YouTube community.
It don't matter. And you know what? When they dig me up, they're gonna find there ain't nothing to see. Nothing to see here. I never planned on even having a channel, man. So I never cammed. I tried it. It started going. Why don't you cam? It's never coming from a woman. Only niggas.
Yeah, you're right about that. Cam up. Cam, I want to see your face. I want to look at your eyes.
Yeah, I see Nana's doing that video right now. It just hit my subscription thing, and he said it went off rails. Well, we got to finish it. But yeah, my channel, some kind of way, I got knocked off my channel. It's never happened before.
Yeah, it ended abruptly.
Now
But
I
man,
had,
like I said, it's something weird going on in the space because all of these those bots showing up on people's channels and
mhm.
different things. So I don't know.
No, the thing you got to do, right? Because this is my channel, right? So I'm responsible for whatever happens. So I get kicked off. I can't get back on. I got to hop on YouTube, go inside the YouTube side and kill the stream, right? Because I'm responsible. Now, when I got there, I saw that I had Floyd up. Floyd covered it because you really got to do it. If you know, because somebody could pull their thing out and stuff, you can't, and it'll look like you co-sign it, like you letting it stay up there. And they big on protection. It's like you can't do that because we're trying to protect the people. It's kids that are browsing on YouTube channel and they see some things off of you. So I had to kill the stream. I got you. I wanted to be like give them a benefit of the doubt, but it wouldn't let me back on. Once I killed the stream, it let me back on.
Yeah, I think you should do it again and just make the cover, Nana versus Big Truck. I think that was a good
Well,
matchup.
but Drew, the thing about him, right, is he trusted me, and I said, Azriel, please just wait. He wouldn't. He kept tearing into the dude. And I said, man, come on, man, because I ain't bring this guy down here to get talked down to. And he kept doing it, man. So, and when the truck needed time to get in sync, but once Trump got in sync, because you guys didn't hear it, they had about a good 15 minutes where they weren't on the same page, but they were both talking about things that are particular to the Passport Bro movement, and it was good conversation. But I don't even think that got recorded.
I think some of it did, like I said, after the stream it ended. Because I mean, like I said, they were having a good exchange, just the two of them. But like I said, if you do it again, just let those two up on the panel and let it be that.
Well, the truck was late, so we have to do it when both of them are able to do it. That's
Yeah.
all. Because I know both of them have extreme opposing positions. Yeah, but we got to talk to Truck though, because sometimes he goes a little bit too far, and I've already talked to him about that. So, because we ain't trying to go all the week, can't go too far, because he's adamant against American women, and that's not what we're doing. But I get it. He just has a thing where he just does not like American women.
Yeah. Well,
And
I mean, that comes from his travels and probably the success in dating he's had outside of America.
well, we'll see, man. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe they'll do it somewhere else. Who knows? In the meantime, I got to put my content out, and we got to keep going forward, man. We wanted to do this Stefan Diggs stream, because of what he did, man, and how black people, black men especially, y'all playing with fire, man. This shit ain't good. This is a black man. They're making fun of him. All those white man. This is the Super Bowl, brother. The world is watching. This like the World Cup. Finally, they're gonna watch some Super Bowl. All they look at is the Super Bowl. And you got this man, you got the halftime show, you got a man, a player dressed like this. And you talking about you black and you want black men to be respected. You can go back to that dude that had the drugs, the dress tux, whatever his name. You go back to him. Remember that dude showed up at the Grammys in a gown and a dress.
I don't know. I don't watch the Grammys.
Yeah, he showed up in a dress, man, in front of the world. So, and the guy said, the Democrats, I got you, bro. I got you. My thing is this, if it's okay to be all this other stuff, right? Why can't I be straight? Why is when I'm a straight man, it's a problem? Because you can go back to school. If you gay and you trying to talk to another man, they ain't gonna write you up. Another person, a student, they're not gonna write you up. But if you straight and you trying to talk to a student, they're gonna write you up. Oh, you toxic. Why? Because I like women? Pretty much. Yet that same guy, a gay man, can come and tap him on the shoulder. I want to get to know you. You said, no, thank you. No, brother, I'm not. I'm straight.
Yo, I see Freezy in the chat. What up, Freeze?
I don't see Freeze. Where you at? I ain't see you. Where you at, Freeze?
He in the chat.
What's up with you, Freeze? I ain't seen you, brother. I don't see him.
I see him. Freezy.
Why don't I see him? I don't see you, Freeze. Oh, there you go. My fault. There you go. I'm blind too, man. You was right there in front of me. What's up with you, player? Freezy, I gotta ease up on the liquor, man. You be having me going late in the morning. I be going though. He be standing back too. He be tripping. We had fun though, Freeze. Last one. I gotta stop though, man. Freeze, you gonna get me put off YouTube. I'll be tearing into Anton down there, man. Freeze just back up. He'll be listening. Oh man, no, I'm done with him, man.
Man, people ate well off of that Anton and Corey deal. Content creators did.
No, they out here flagging channels and getting over age and stuff. They doing shit thing. Well, let them do their thing, man. Let them do their thing. You know, he's convinced that all of this is gonna go away. He's wrong on that. Because like I said, he did it to the wrong you. Look, it's one thing to have a regular dude on YouTube going at you. When you start talking about these big YouTubers, they're hard to get over them, man. They're too big. Corey look at Corey's fans. Corey was on Wild 'N Out for 8 years. His fan base is Nick Cannon, young people, Wild 'N Out fans. Those are fans you can't get rid of. It's hard to change their minds, man. That's like being on World Star. And somebody told me they put the fight on World Star. That's like being on World Star. World Star is a whole different platform, man, especially in the black community. It's like being on the Breakfast Club. It's going to cost, Anton's cost himself. Look, shout out to Corey, my nigga Corey. Shout out to your brother with the $20 holler, man. I appreciate it, man. I got to get me some bells and whistles. But shout out to you, Corey. Corey out here doing his thing. This nigga done went out here and took his channel. Man, this man in outer space. Now, this nigga, he finna be a million sub nigga. You deserve it, brother. You deserve every
Corey
bit
Holcomb?
of it. Yeah, no, Corey Love. He started over here on Platinum's channel, man.
Oh.
He used to come up here and talk to me, man. Then he went Hollywood on the nigga. I don't never see him now. I wonder if Captivity gonna do that, because Captivity on his way. You better get used to Cap now, man. In about 1 month, you ain't gonna see Cap.
Oh, Freezy. Freezy,
Yeah, you
yeah,
ain't gonna
he on
see
the up and coming.
Freeze. You ain't gonna see him at about a month when he done hit them 15,000 subs. You ain't gonna see no Cap over here, man. Cap gonna say, I ain't got time for you, man. I gotta make some money. And Cap, you do that, brother. I gotta talk to Cap, man, because I gotta get this money thing figured out. They don't be hitting me off either, Cap, but that's a whole different story, yeah. My content ain't that good though, so I get $2 a stream, huh? Somebody told me I was overpaid.
Hey, and
Now
you
they
said they
all right.
overpaid and they taking 30% off of
Yeah, they
that.
all right. Nah, they all right over here. They cool people over here, man. It's just a YouTube channel, man. It's all right, man. Look, Corey, you got to do a stream about this. The end of masculinity. Look at Stephon Diggs. Come on, the man. Look at what he got on. He got a purse. He got on fur boots. What is he doing, man? What's becoming us? Why is it bad to be a man? And they tripping on us, man. They tripping on us as black men. They tripping on us because they say it's always a Negro. This is Super Bowl. There you go. Let's pull him out the box. Let's make fun of him. And this is the problem with us, man. It's the end of masculinity. Look, like, share, support, man.
No doubt, Plaid. I'm about to be out, bro.
All right,
Peace.
brother. Take care of yourself. Don't be a stranger, all right?
No doubt. Peace.
Like, share, support, subscribe. This is what you get, man. Stephon. This is a black man's. You got Bad Bunny that's gonna do the whole halftime in a dress. You got Stephon wearing Cardi B's clothes. We hurting, man. I don't know about the Bad Bunny, but they're gonna put that on Jay-Z. We hurting, man. We hurting, bro. We got to do better, man. Oh, my thing with New England, when you look at it, they don't normally lose. They only lost 2 Super Bowls. Only lost 2. That being said, it's hard to go against them because they don't lose in the Super Bowl. So be careful with who you put the money on. I do like Seattle. I think Seattle's a better team, but you got to remember, New England don't lose in the Super Bowl. That team, they don't lose in them Super Bowls. And because of that, I'm scared. I'm scared to put I ain't putting no money on them. Neither side. So I don't even know if I'm gonna watch Super Bowl, man. I don't even know if I'm gonna I ain't gonna watch because I'm not interested in either team. I might watch the third and fourth quarter. I don't think I'm gonna watch the first. I'm gonna cut on it after the Super Bowl. I'm gonna cut on for the third and fourth quarter and watch it. And if it's already blown out, I won't watch. But if it's close, 7-point game, I'll watch the last 2 quarters. I was thinking about going to the casinos. Play some poker, pull down some slots. I need to do that anyhow. It's been so long. I like that machine with that bird. I don't know the name of it. It's got like a phoenix. That thing be flying around. That thing be making that bird always win a little money. I win my money back with that. Like the stream, man. Oh, let me put this down here. Throw that stream down there, man. I mean, you know how we do over here, man. Stephon showing y'all that he don't, this how he moving now. So all of us, we're gonna be wearing fur boots now. We're gonna be dressing up like women now. So my thing is, what's wrong with being a man? What's wrong with working out? How come I can't just work out? How come I can't work out? How come he said Phoenix Link? That's the name of it. How come I just can't work out? How come I can't be a man? How come I can't have a steak? How come I can't cut down a tree? How come I can't make things? How come I can't break things? How come I can't go out and work on my car? How come I can't say, my wife says, take it to the shop. You said, no, I want to fix it. And yeah, it'll sit there for 2 weeks. It'll sit there for 2 weeks when you could have went ahead and fixed the problem. But hey, you're a man. You're going to do it yourself. You're going to get those parts. You're going to get those parts right. You're going to get that thing going, man. And then you're going to go get your wife. Hey, come on. And she going to come out. You're going to cut it on. Huh? You see that? You see that? It's going to crank. But it ain't fixed because about a bunch of parts still. It's parts on the ground. You haven't, what did you didn't fix it. Yeah, on that one, man, I'd take it to the shop. It's the end of masculinity, brother. They tried, but they failed. The man's got a purse, and they'll tell Negroes anything. They telling Negroes that's a merce, that's a satchel, nigga. That's a purse. Man bags, that's a purse. And it's not supposed to be. Men are not supposed to carry purses. Not straight men. But we don't care, man. This how we move. This how things are. We don't care. We care less. And masculinity is a thing. It's going to soon be a thing that it's going to be a conversation of days gone by. It's going to be a story that's told fireside chat, the masculine man and what became of him. It's going to be a story like that. It's not going to be a story. It's not going to be a story that's good. It's going to be a story that's bad. I want to tell you the story about this masculine man. What's masculine man, Daddy? It was a guy who dared be so bold as to sleep when he was tired, eat when he was hungry, fight when he was angry. Oh, yeah, it was a guy like that. Let me tell you a story. We getting away from that, man. Masculinity now is Stephon Diggs. Being a masculine man now is Stephon Diggs. That's what we've become now. Like the stream, man. Say he looks like Offset. Yeah. The sisterhood has a type, man. Cardi B got a type. And you can tell Cardi B don't care. Like she could care less. Cardi B could care less. She don't care about that man. None of the stuff that man's into. These women, they don't have no standards, man. And also, I hate to say it, I'm not, allegedly, I think that Cardi might be, you know what I'm talking about. I think she might be strapping them. You gotta be careful with that. I know women who do that, and they'll show you the men they do it to. They like to do shit. They like doing that. That's why you got to be careful who you sleeping with. Now, when you talk about masculinity, right? And she's down there too. I got a picture of Cardi B. She's right there at the Super Bowl, bro. You better be careful with Cardi B though. He playing with fire, bro. All them men down there, he's 32. All them men down there, Steph. You better be careful. Somebody gonna get you. Somebody gonna smash. It says toxic masculinity refers to harmful, traditional, and restrictive cultural norms that pressure men to exhibit extreme dominance, aggression, misogyny, and emotional suppression. Examples: man up attitudes, violence, objectifying women, objectifying women. Ain't that something? Yeah, that's what they consider bad bad juju. Objectifying women. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down, man. We appreciate you, man. Like, share, support, man.